0,
Hello.
-1, -2, -3.
Don't make fun of my countdown.
Okay, so
Welcome
1
back,
Mississippi.
everybody.
yeah, after a very long hiatus, but we're back. But so yeah, just to immediately jump in. Last we left off, you guys left the city of Razna. You plotted out a course of where you wanted to go. You decided to go down to Rook Harbor, contacting your previous captain. Talk to them a little bit. Ask them to meet you guys in Rook Harbor on their way back up to Razna. To give you your payment. And also to do the quest down there of the village being disrupted by someone sabotaging crops.
Something
But-
spooky's happening.
Something spooky. And yeah, you guys got on the got on your called your carriage with a friend of Shelk's, actually, a rat folk cleric named Fretch. She decided to come with you guys until you guys can just, just for safety for a little bit until you go a different area, and she goes to where she needs to. On your way, you spent the night in in the cave there where you found the smugglers. Rio had a bit of a trance moment where he went straight into the water and nearly died.
My fishy friends were calling to me.
Yeah, if fishy friends were calling to you, your curse on your hand now takes up the entirety of your palm.
Three sizes that night.
Yeah, and you were also told by a female figure in your vision.
Yes, I think I wrote it down. I need to find a wooden heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if they mentioned a place.
No, but you specifically remember seeing what looks to be a female elf of some sort with like very exaggerated elven features.
Yes.
I believe you made a history check, and you figured out that was an Eladrin. A winter one, to be specific. So, like, pale white hair, almost like blue icy skin. So, just as a point of reference. But you guys continued off until your carriage was flipped upside down by an explosion, and people and these robed figures tried to attack you. You fended them off after Rio went down like a sack of bricks.
They beat the shit out of me.
They beat the shit out of you. Luckily, Fretch didn't die, so she was able to prayer of healing. And now we pick up as you guys you're kind of in the middle of your rest as you continuing your journey. So you guys haven't, healed or replenished spell slots just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you are still a couple of, if you continue on your journey, you might get towards Rook Harbor around like very early in the morning, like when it's dark. If you push on, but it won't really give you time to sleep. But you can go until very late at night and then probably get there very early in the next day. So, but is there anything else you guys want to do before I just fast forward time?
Nah. I got nothing.
Okay, nothing. You good? Okay. Yeah. So you guys, get your long rest. So, heal up. Get your spell slots back. Yada yada yada. But as night falls and you kind of set up a fire really close to your carriage, luckily you have like a awning that you can pull out from the side of your wagon to kind of keep yourselves under, because the rain has not stopped. It is still downpouring rain like it has been for the past 2 days.
Fucking David Cage.
Is there who wants to take first watch?
I'll do it.
Okay, so Rosalind with I heard Fallen first to Rosalind, so
I got a hard cider in my hand.
nice. What was that, Fallen?
I was gonna say I didn't speak up, but I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw
that
you.
was
I saw,
Gavin.
I
Oh, that
tried.
was-
I tried to speak up, but my mic was muted because I'm
Oh.
eating.
Okay, I saw Fallen's I saw Fallen's mic light up, and then I heard a voice, and I was just like, I didn't see Devin's light up, so I just automatically assumed there were too many people talking. But it could be Rosalind and Tobias. You guys decide amongst yourselves.
Yeah. You guys.
Shit, it could be all three of you.
Fight over me, boys.
Oh, I'll do it.
I don't think I am.
I attack.
Well, in both the watch and with whatever Dylan just.
So Tobias and Rosalind, if you both can give me some perception checks, or
Yeah.
give one of them an advantage, I don't care.
I want to roll.
Okay, and then type it in chat.
Let me figure out what bag. That's the D10
Oh,
bag.
Jesus Christ,
Oh.
Devin.
Good
Um,
stuff.
I can do this. Don't worry about it.
First roll of the night,
I
nat
have,
one.
I have no plus to this. 6.
Yeah, you guys are kind of just watching the rain fall as you're kind of staying close to the fire under the canopy. It's a nice night. You hear like the distant rolling of waves because you're not that far off from the actual like coastline, but you are heading a little bit more like you're not like hugging the cliffs and all that. You're kind of going a little bit more inland.
I'm just constantly looking off to the side to make sure Rio isn't wandering into the ocean again.
Yeah, he's sleeping peacefully.
That's what I'm distracted by. That's why I had to roll a 6, not due to incompetence.
Yeah, yeah,
I fell asleep.
fair enough. Fire Nation. I don't know why. Okay, but that's fine. So that and your watch goes by without so much as a problem. Is if there's nothing else you guys want to do or talk on your watch, then we can skip to the next people. Who wants to go next?
Okay, next.
I can.
Zeth and Akira. So yeah, well, both of you roll me perception checks, or one of you can give the other advantage.
Akira.
Roll.
Akira,
Oh, that's-
Akira.
Oh,
Leave me alone.
there's my perception, I guess.
18. Yeah. You're kind of just you're a little bit more on a high alert given the last couple of days. Your watch goes perfectly fine. If there's, do you guys want to do anything on your watch, or do you want to move on?
Good to move on.
Okay. Who wants third and final watch? I mean, technically, it could
I'll
be
do
Rio and Halfier, or just Rio. Halfier, do you want to join for third watch?
Do you want to roll a dice for the first time?
Yeah, Phantom, do you want to roll a die?
Oh,
Let's
no.
go, Phantom. Let's go, Phantom.
Perception, right?
Yeah, and perception. So yeah, both of you roll me perception checks.
Okay. Perception. What is it?
15.
15. That's not bad. Okay. Dude, you need to get real dice. Nat 20 plus 2. Nice.
I do. But
There's so
nothing
much
beats,
wetness. I'm so
not-
interested.
but nothing beats me getting absolutely royally fucked by
By roll 20.
Royal 20.
Fair enough.
I'm
Um,
waiting for it to happen.
fair enough.
It's
Yeah.
gonna-
Your watch goes by without too much problem. The morning comes, and the rain continues.
Oh man, yeah, that game.
Still a torrential downpour. The ground around you, and even as you guys were laying in your bedrolls, your sleeping bags, the ground around you is thoroughly soaked.
Just a constant squishing in the night.
Just a constant squishing, and unfortunately for some of you who have the cheaper bedrolls, the water seeped in, and your back is a little bit wet. Definitely not great, but you're alive. But you eat breakfast. And I'm guessing you guys are gonna head up, start heading out, or is there anything you want to do before you head out?
I'm good.
Okay.
Take my morning drugs.
Take your morning trips. Exactly. Um,
What are
So,
those
yeah,
morning
I
drugs?
didn't take my evening drugs. No.
Oh, I guess you're gonna have to get another pizza then.
Like that, I have no more fucking pizza. Bullshit. So I'm sorry, that wasn't in character. I just mad that they haven't taken my meds.
but so you guys head out. And a couple of hours pass. You got up around 7 o'clock in the morning. And you don't really arrive at you don't really see Rook Harbor until closer to noon. But you kind of crest over a hill, hugging the. Since you're not taking the roads, you're kind of going off the beaten path, if I remember correctly. So
Going off the beaten path,
Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if we landed at Caleb.
but you manage to crest over hill, kind of you're a little bit close to the cliffside, so you kind of see the water. The first thing you see is a large lighthouse,
oh,
kind of just peeking over in this beautiful dark stone, in the center of what looks to be a very small, quaint harbor village. You do see there, several houses, not too many people here, but everything's made up of these really nice dark stone, and these bright red shingled roofs. A couple of fishing boats are kind of tied up in the harbor, but yeah, you guys start heading down. What? What?
No, he ate Sonic.
What?
What's Sonic?
no, it's the name of the cookies. They're called hedgehogs.
oh.
Oh, gotcha.
So we see the boats.
Well, yeah. So you don't see any big boats or any ships actually. You just see a couple of not made for seafaring fishing boats that are currently docked. But your captain's ship might be arriving a little bit later in the day.
NSFO.
But you see the large lighthouse that's kind of in the center of the town itself. And you start making your way down. You do see it is kind of on the outskirts of the village itself. You do see several farms kind of cresting over it's a really nice rocky kind of hillscape, while you're getting close to the cliffs and all that. It's very nice over here.
What's the most important looking building?
Well, so other than the lighthouse, you see a gigantic temple. It is the most it towers over everything except for the lighthouse, but it's on par. It's made out of that same very dark, kind of charcoal gray brick that everything else is, but also what looks to be this large spire that climbs through the center of the temple itself. Windows are stained glass, but it seems to have like this weird luminescent like coral substance that seems to climb along with it. From a distance, you do see with the stained glass, it is depicting certain scenes. If any of you want, you can roll me a religion check to figure out what this temple is for, and you can.
Oh God!
Roll it.
My hand.
Can
Oh, you already figured it out. You just said it.
so I don't know much religion stuff, but would I be able to roll history to see if it matches kind of the celestial threads, guys?
Roll. Yeah, you if you're wondering, yeah, you can.
Yeah, they're newcomers to the land, though.
Well,
7.
they said they're new on
Correct.
this side of
okay.
Nedera. They've been they're new to big towns, not small. But
Wait, hold up.
I got a 7.
fair enough.
Oh.
So that
I got a 1.
14, natural 20.
I got a big ass bonus. Give me a second.
Yeah, you got a big ass bonus to religion.
I guess it's fair.
Good one, honey.
Fairly good.
Which 7?
Okay, so that's 18 plus 6.
Damn, Halfier coming in. So Akira, Rosalind, and Halfier, looking at the stained glass depictions from and like kind of the way with that coral-like substance and being in a fishing town, this is a temple dedicated to the goddess Eldith. Eldath, who is like the one of the few patron saints for fishermen and seafaring, but it is the most prominent building within this town.
Was that all that important the last time?
In the first campaign, no.
Yeah, okay.
However, in I believe
I remember it was important somewhere.
it was Min and Sin
Okay.
in Minteral with
Right.
Evan.
Okay.
So you're not far off.
Different
You're
campaign.
not far off. Different campaign, but yeah, it
And-
was important.
Yeah, it was important in another timeline. So Rio's just going to look at the temple and say, "Do you think they're with the threads?"
No, that's Eldath's signature.
Who?
The fact that they haven't burned down the temple yet is a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, they started in Razna. They haven't really, in a couple of days, they haven't really moved.
I was afraid that.
You think we should warn them?
They would do a full takeover in the same day, like Order 66.
Hey, they've got clerics with sending. I kinda, yeah,
Fair enough.
Maybe we should warn them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What's exactly this Order 66 you're talking about?
I don't know. In our doctrine, actually, I should probably enact it at some point inside of the doctrine of Lathander in our Holy Order. Order 66 referred to the purging of all like higher members of our in case it was like corrupted or perverted to corruption, which it has. So yeah,
Okay,
Order 66.
okay, I'll remember.
But also getting closer to the town, you also see another another building that seems to pop up, and is slightly bigger. It's like one of the few 3-story houses that are here. And you see on a sign, the Sea Breeze Sanctuary. It seems to be an inn/tavern. So that's the other big prominent. Everyone else seems to be just housing and farmhouses.
Well, I guess the temple's gonna be the closest thing to a town hall. Talk to about the job too.
Yeah. So you're heading towards the temple?
Yeah. Unless anybody else has objection.
Nope.
Let's go to this some building.
Yeah. You make your way.
Admire the architecture.
Yeah, you make your way to the temple, and as you get closer, you start seeing kind of confirming what you already realized, that this is a temple to Eldath. As you see, her holy symbol kind of depicted everywhere of a waterfall plunging into a still pool. You walk in. You kind of the doors are open already, kind of just welcoming people, and you just see a few villagers here and there, kind of just silently sitting in the pews praying and all that. But you kind of, there's something that immediately greets you. As you all walk in, you kind of look around a little bit, kind of it feels nice being out of the rain. But you hear the clap of hands and quick footsteps as you all turn around, and you see what looks to be a female elf, adorned in beautiful navy blue robes, wearing a holy symbol. She quickly comes up to you guys with a warm smile.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, welcome to Tide Caller's Temple. I sorry, I do not recognize you. Are you new here?
Yeah, we've just arrived in town. We got word about the trouble you've been having with your crops as of late.
Oh, yes. Oh, so I'm guessing. I'm guessing you're here for the bounty then. Nice.
Yes.
Perfect. If you'd excuse me, I need to. If this is a kind of a problem for the town, I need to gather all the rest of the elders of the town. It's kind of a council meeting type of thing.
Are you also the head of the temple?
Yes, I am the
Okay,
the head priestess.
I think we also have something we need to inform you about. What's happening up in Razna?
Oh, if it involves the capital, then I think it might involve the rest of the elders.
Yeah,
If you
probably
will,
easier to just grab everybody.
yes. If
No need
if
to
you,
tell the story multiple times.
yes. Oh, by the way, my name's Mirabelle Seastone. It's lovely to meet you. She holds out a hand.
Shake. I'm Rosalind Draxus. Then motion to the others to introduce themselves.
Yeah, you all introduce yourselves. But she kind of herds all of you out of the temple, towards the lighthouse. The one big thing in the center of town. And you see she calls out to a couple people to go get. You hear her rattle off a couple of names, but she brings you into the lighthouse by opening. She brings you to the lower floor, and it's very comfy in here. There's a nice large hearth with a nice blazing fire. It is warm. It is comfortable, and there's a large table with several seats. It seems to be like where meetings happen, because it's in the center of town, and it's kind of the big thing, and it's pretty close to everything. She sits you guys down, and then she excuses herself, kind of giving you guys a minute or two to kind of enjoy the warmth.
I'll whisper over. I thought maybe it'd be too obvious to assume the lighthouse was the meeting place.
Oh no, Fishing
Here
Town.
we are.
Most important place besides the temple is the lighthouse.
I should have trusted my gut.
But yeah, so
Let's hope Willem Dafoe doesn't show up.
who?
Willem DeFriend.
Willem Dafoe.
Philip DeFranco?
So a couple minutes go by, and the door opens again. Mirabelle walks in, along with three other people. What looks to be a male Goliath walks in, towering over everybody. A female Tabaxi, and a seemingly young half-orc guy. They all walk in, they all kind of bow, and then they all sit down, and Mirabelle pipes up again. She goes, so, everyone, like I told you, these lovely people are here to help us with our current problem. Everyone, this is and she goes down the list. She goes, "This is Elder Tavros Stormwatcher. He currently mans the militia and the lighthouse." She points towards the Goliath. I'll type his name in chat. And this is the innkeeper of the Seabreeze Sanctuary, Ilara Whitewind, and she points through the tabaxi. And this is our current diplomat and ambassador to the underwater civilizations, Finian. And she points toward the half-orc, and he just bows his head to you.
That is
That's
a
right.
very ironic name.
I know. I know. That's why I called him that.
Just cut him some slack, Rio. I'm sure he's got teased enough about it already.
But then Mirabelle sits down, and she goes, "So, how much do you know about what is happening here?"
I don't think we got much information, did we? Just
No, it just said
some mysterious thing.
Thane is sabotaging crops. That's all
Yeah.
the bounty said.
That's about it. They said that. I think they said you'd have more information. Maybe I'm making that up. It's probably
No,
implied.
you are 100% correct. They did you talked to the town guard, and he said that you can most likely talk to them about it. And she goes, "Oh, well, I see. Yes. So, it's been happening for about a couple of weeks now. It first started off with crops seemingly just shrivel up and dying, and unable to regrow in certain areas. And then it escalated, rather quickly to several of our livestock being found butchered and just kind of out in the field, just slaughtered.
Butchered how?
Like precise knives and swords, or like a bear
Or
got
like
at them.
Manticore.
I'm not really well versed in. I'm not. My one of my
What did it look like? They were shredded or cut?
cut. Several of them were decapitated. Others had their hearts cut out of their chest.
Definitely not an animal.
No, definitely not. That's why we believe it. There has been no sightings of a perpetrator. No matter how hard we try, we've mandated a curfew, and that's where I'm coming up to my next point of. It escalated again, unfortunately, today. Last night, to be precise. One of our farmers, a man by the name of Corwin, decided upon himself to break curfew and guard his livestock late at night, and we found him today. And he was in a very similar state to that of the livestock. Which is why I'm far grateful that you are here now, because it's I worry about it escalating further.
Have you checked the fields if they've been salted, or does it seem like some other untoward thing was done to the crops to make them wither?
To our knowledge, it hasn't been salted or anything of that sort.
Yeah, like salts and poisons and stuff.
No, we tested and we talked to several of the farmers who would know exactly what would, the local,
Yes.
the signs and all that. And no, it's just we remove, we replant, and they start to grow, and then they just turn black and shrivel. They just refuse to grow in those areas, so we've been moving. And now the attacks aren't frequent. They're not every night, but that's what making most of the villagers uneasy. Because they don't know when, and they don't know how it's going to be escalated. Because first, after the crops and the first livestock were a couple of geese, and it's not uncommon for a fox to break in, and so we didn't think much of it, and then it moved on to a sheep, and that was a bit more noticeable with the whole cutting and ripping, and then it's moving on to the cows. And most of the farmers are worried that it's going to be their mules and horses next, stopping them from plowing the fields, which is another problem. And so we're trying our best, and we've contacted the Razna Guard multiple times, and they just tell us to put up a bounty. That's it. So
does this sound like some kind of magical miscreants to me at all?
you
Sound
with
like maybe some
I'd
fey
say
dickhead.
I'd say it's a druid.
you might have to in your head you kind of think you have to look at the fields to best ascertain, but what you're hearing, it might be some type of poison that the farmers don't know about. Halfier would also, if you looked at the fields, you would probably determine whether it is or not. But in your head, it's one of the two, but you'd have to look.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of some magical fuckery.
Yeah, I'd say it's either a dickhead druid or a dickhead who knows a way to poison the fields without anyone noticing.
I feel like a druid would be more grandiose.
Either way, he's a dick.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Currently, Corwin's body is being examined by our local doctor over in the temple. He's been trying to figure out cause of death and all that. So if you want to ask him more questions, if you do investigate further, then I can lead you to him.
Did anybody hear anything when Corin got?
She looks over to the tabaxi, and she Elira, she goes, no, I asked around all today, and they no one heard anything, not a scream. And the reason we found him was because his brother came to deliver some packages and found him in the field. It seemed that he set up camp closer to the house, but he was found further out in the field, and what we were able to that Tavos managed to kind of invest in his own investigation with the militia. They figured that Corwin might have struggled with the perpetrator because the fields were kicked up in the areas, and he looked like he might have been dragged several feet.
Is his place far from?
No, he's just like he's one of the further farms, but he's not terribly far away from town. Someone should have been able to hear him if he did. But unfortunately, Corwin lived alone, and so no one was able to check on him sooner than that. But I don't. But as far no one has told us, and now I don't want to put it on the rest of the villagers, but people are scared, and a lot of them, there's superstition that comes with things, because some of the villagers throughout the past couple of years mentioned that they've seen shadows on the edge of the forest, and so there's a whole thing that people are thinking that we're maybe haunted. I don't believe in it, but with everything escalating, I can't help but kind of maybe think we are.
Shit.
And Finian has been in contact with the underwater villages and communities that are relatively close by, right off the shore, and none of their emissaries have gone to the surface, so to their knowledge, it's not any of their people, so that's kind of... And we haven't had anybody in port lately, or consistently, so it has to be someone either close by or in town.
Right.
But Corwin was a very lovely man. He kept to himself most of the time, and he was, and if he was talkative, he was very nice and participated in everything, so I wouldn't... And it's also not his farm that's just being targeted. It's almost everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely not a grudge in the village. I think that can be ruled out. Okay.
I'm
But
sorry.
it's- You're fine.
So, are you going to be investigating further? We had one or two other people come in for the bounty, but once they heard the specifics, they decided not to. So, to be honest, this is the furthest anyone that we've gotten with people interested in the bounty.
We've dealt with some things. I think we can at least manage.
And you got numbers with you, luckily.
Yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake.
Just
I'm
doing
gonna
numbers.
I like your optimism. Is there anything that we can provide for you? Tavos can take you to the areas of the farm where, if you want to investigate that further, and I can, can take you to the temple if you want to talk to our doctor who's doing it, because he should be finished with his investigation now.
Yeah, that's be good. What about lodging?
Oh, you see the tabaxi pipes up. She goes, "Oh yes, with that, I can arrange a few rooms in the sanctuary with for you, for free of charge for the first couple of days, and if you have a little bit more trouble, then we can negotiate a price. But since you're helping, it's definitely going to be a lot lower. Trust me, I'm not going to swindle you out of your cash like I do with the sailors. It will be fine."
Good.
I take
Have
offense
any
to
nuts?
that.
Oh, don't worry. I won't let anybody swindle you.
Thank you.
But yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
Is this a good time to point out what we the news from the north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah,
yeah,
you guys,
tell us.
if you want to drop
Yeah.
that bomb, you can.
Yeah, I didn't
we-
want to derail them.
Yeah, there is something we also need to tell you.
Oh, yes,
we
that.
we just came from Rosna, and
Yes, what's the problem with the capital?
the king has abdicated.
Emperor.
Is abdicated the right word? Like gave
I
up
don't-
power to a church known as the Celestial Threads.
Well, he didn't really give up his power, but he made the Celestial Threads in charge of the military.
And
Oh.
immediately they went to every temple that wasn't theirs and killed everybody and burned them down.
You see,
With-
all of them,
So
And
all
they
of them
had,
kind of stay a little silent as they
And-
all just kind of think.
we wanted
and
to
they had
warn
full
you.
support in the city.
Yes, we checked, it's not magic, everyone's just kind of cult crazy out there right now.
You see, all of them look towards the Goliath. Like, what do you want us to, like, are you gonna be able to, like, what do you want us to do? You see the, Tarvos kind of looks at all of you and he goes, hey,
We're not with them, just to
no.
not do that.
I mean, that's evident.
Don't worry, I didn't expect that because you warned us. Well, it's not the first, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time if Razna decided to ignore us. So if they don't come down here, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but I have not heard anything, and usually when stuff is moving, like troops or something, since I am the head of the militia here in Brook Harbor, I do get notified, but we shall be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks over to Mirabelle and he goes, just in case.
Yeah,
but
just have a plan
if-
ready.
Yeah, if you have any like religious doohickeys or important scrolls or whatever, you might want to hide them somewhere just in case.
I will just gesture to the giant temple of Eldath.
Yeah.
Like, Rio.
No, I
you
mean,
see-
I mean, like the reliquaries
Relics and
and relics and stuff.
You see Mirabelle goes, well, no, we don't have any reliquaries or relics. And if they do decide to desecrate the temple, it would hurt, but it's not a terrible loss because at least if we can dodge the loss of life, a building can be always rebuilt at a later time. But we do thank you for your warning. How bad was it?
Who's
Well, the majority.
like
Pardon?
Yes, Phantom?
who's next to me, real quick?
Well, you guys are kind of sitting next to each other.
I'm just gonna elbow one of them and whisper to his
Oh,
ear.
my head! Ow! Why'd you do that?
No,
Short.
nudge their shoulder and like, what does desecrate mean?
I think that's what
You're an artificer.
Another term that means poop.
Jesus Christ. The Artificer doesn't know. Artificer doesn't know the word desecrate.
Shit, now I forgot what I was saying.
It's a long word, okay?
It's too big of a word.
What was I just saying? Don't make me check the VOD.
Hey, I can understand.
Fair enough. But you see, the
Oh yeah, we were talking about how bad it was.
yeah.
So most of the people were for it. Anyone working for the churches were killed. We managed to save 2 people, and that's kind of not gonna get into how. But
that's perfectly fine. You don't need to
yeah,
relive it.
the Torm, I think, was the temple. One of his.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. You see, Mirabelle kind of just rubs her eyes a little bit in frustration and like, oh god.
We couldn't save the head of the temple, but his 2 acolytes, we managed to get out of the city safely.
Good. That is good.
Yeah, but pretty much
So wait,
every temple burned
he
down.
made them control. He put them into control of the entire military.
It sounded to me like he was saying he wasn't good enough, and he's going to give all power to the temple. But I might have heard that wrong.
No, he did give.
Yeah.
He made the Order of Celestial Threads the main religion of the Empire and gave them full control, and they're now his personal consultant.
Yeah, I don't know how they got in there real deep, real fast.
Yeah. And that makes me worried for the border.
Yes. It also makes me worried for the rest of Nedera, because most of the other cities have their own patron gods, and if something changes, they've always been at each other's necks, and this might be a boiling point, and let's hope it's not. Anyway, thank you for the warning. And you see all of them kind of get up, but only the Tabaxi and the half-orc leaving you with the High Priestess and the Captain of the Guard.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of waiting for where you want to go. Either you want to go check out the farms, or you want to go talk to the doctor about what he's doing with the
we should
autopsy.
check out the body first.
Yeah.
That's in town. And
I mean, you guys can split if you want to, like, some people go to the farm, some people don't, that type of stuff. But you guys could go all in one if you want.
I think we should all stick together just so we all have the same information.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Mirabelle takes you to where is it? To the Tide Caller's Temple. And you see she walks in, takes you kind of into a side chamber, kind of away from the main worship hall. And like very similar, it's a very beautiful temple, very well, it's fairly old, but it's quite nice. Not a lot of rooms. She does walk you past what looks to be a makeshift hospital wing whenever people need to go in. There's a few people who are currently like kind of laying in there, maybe sick or something. But she walks past that and takes you into a offshoot room next to the hospital. And immediately, the air in this room is several degrees colder than what you were just in. And you see she walks in, she goes, Brother Karen, are you here? We have people looking in to investigate. And you hear a couple shuffling, he goes, I'll be right there. Give me a minute.
Say his name was Karen?
Caron.
Okay.
Caron.
Like Carrion?
Like the boatman.
Okay, I was thinking Carrion like a body.
No,
which
I'm
would have
not
been
making
also
that much
ironic
puns.
as shit. Like,
I'm not making that many puns.
I was about to say, are you taking from my school of thought? That's not a place you
no,
want to be.
Should we give him a coin?
But a couple of seconds pass, and you guys hear like the like stuff being packed away, and you see walking around the corner, kind of dressed in similar robes, but a lot less ordained than ornate. What's the word?
Ornamental.
Ornate. Thank you. Ornate. Than what the high priestess has. Very like still kind of that dark navy blue. A furbolg.
Oh.
Kind of standing around maybe like 6'1", and you see he looks very.
Are you my dad?
No, we're not bringing this back.
TJ ain't with us. But you see he's very disheveled kind of looking. Looks very tired. I would like everyone to make me some perception checks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brother.
boy.
As he walks up to you. Perception or investigation, whichever's higher.
This furbolg is made of furbolg.
Ah, yes.
Oh wait, I had no. Okay. Oh no, investigation is higher for me.
Yeah.
Good lord, they're both the same.
Not a very smart person.
12.
Okay. So, Halfier, Akira, Rosalind, and Zess, you all notice kind of peeking out. Most of he's like covered head to toe. Like you can't really see any like exposed skin. But around his neck, you see what looks to be tattoos, kind of just peeking out from the bottom of the neckline of the robe, and they seem to be climbing up and maybe towards the back of his head. But it's very. It stands out to you because it's like, huh.
Does he have hair?
He does have hair.
I guess just assume he's a reformed man.
But he comes out and he goes, yes, High Priestess. Hello. I'm Brother Corin. It's Karen. Nice to meet you. Sorry,
Oh, God,
got the wrong name.
Hi, Carrot.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Karen.
Father.
You could just call me
Brother.
Karen. Karen.
No, not like
Not
that.
Karen.
Carrot. Okay.
You're investigate. The body. Yes.
Mr. Corwin. Cornelius.
Corbin.
Now,
George
what is?
Corwin.
George Foreman.
Amelia.
I said that.
God. He goes. Well, He goes. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the body. Yes. I just got done examining it.
We're here to talk to the body.
Talk to?
No, I'm kidding.
Talk
Can't
at
pass
the
that
body.
spell.
If anyone does have speak with dead, you could. You don't know how, like, if that is in some form, desecrating the body in the church or anything.
Yes.
He
Because
goes.
I know what that word is.
Look, revivifies a necromancy, not a necromancy spell.
Revivify doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
I was saying the character.
Also, I don't think that's
Uh,
something we established ever in these streams. In this world,
Oh,
revivify
yeah.
and resurrection and all that shit, that doesn't work. Dead is dead.
Yeah, because I'm a bitch.
Does reincarnate work?
Anyway.
I
Ooh.
mean, you say that, but but if you pray hard enough,
Yeah,
many long
I will
words.
say, there are dead is dead, but there are special moments that I will allow, depending on what other players decide to sacrifice, a resurrection of sorts. So the deal can be struck.
If Hadar is feeling quirky, we might get away with stuff.
Yeah, because he's not gone. He's just further away.
There was past crisis in this world.
Yes. But you see, he goes, I just got done examining body. It is quite it's quite similar to the livestock. His heart was carved out of his body. Not in a surgical sense. It wasn't clean, but it's very ritualistic in nature. Are any of you squeamish?
kind
Wait,
of.
what now?
No.
Do any of you not want to see a dead body?
I mean, I'd rather not.
Let me.
Because the best it's you okay. Anyone who wants to turn around can. And you see he just pushes a table into the open, and you see anyone who doesn't turn around sees a very now pale and absolutely dead halfling man.
Why the fuck is this my flaw?
It doesn't hit as hard this time.
No, because
It's a little stomach turning.
Yeah, and you see eyes are still kind of wide open. Rigor mortis has set in. He's very stiff looking.
He looks like he's mid scream.
No, he has a look of like, oh, his mouth's not open, but it's like, oh god.
No, I assumed he was decapitated.
No, but you do see,
Also work.
looking at him, you see Charon looks, and he just kind of starts pointing at things. He goes, now you see this right here, and he follows this long line that's around the chest. He goes, it is widthwise, which is not seen in most. If you are to surgically remove a heart, you would go length, but it has been carved with several incisions to not cut out the heart, but rip it out. You see, and he kind of opens the wound to make you look further in. It's kind of, you hear, it's just really gross looking. He goes, very squish. And he goes, you see, there's a lot of damage to the tissue, which means someone reached in and, dragged their fingers a little bit, because there was it was a tight squeeze, and pulled. That is how I presume, just the livestock. However, and you see he takes his hand out, and it just makes another squelching noise. And he points to the guy's neck, and he goes, this is how I believe he actually died. And you see there is a very deep... This guy was nearly decapitated. He has maybe about an inch left to his neck, kind of just holding him on. He goes, this is what I believe did do the job first. And then, after he was still fresh, they did the whole pulling out thing. But anyway, and you see he grabs the guy's hand. He goes, well, what I can find is that he did fight back, so they didn't catch him by surprise. Good on you, Cohen. Under his fingernails is a odd material. It seems almost like a moss of some type. And I asked the farmers around here, and they did not find. There's not anything in here, within the farmland, that is similar type. It is found most in the forest, kind of out of the banks of the town. So, what I can surmise, something came out of that, and as you could probably tell, this is, not done by an animal of any site. But I can, very highly suggest that this was a singular person, and he wasn't. It wasn't multiple people. Mainly because it does seem that, because he does have a little bit of, and he points towards, he goes, that I don't believe is Corwin's blood. So he did put up a good fight. So that's all I've really gathered here.
You're definitely on the right track, Rio.
Listen, I grew up with a bunch of stories about what druids and the Fae can do.
Oh, actually, wait. The murder weapon. I can, due to the unclean cuts, rather jagged cuts, it was not a dull blade. It wasn't a blade at all. Most likely made something fashioned out of bone or rough chipped stone. Maybe flint. Maybe some type of more primitive, less refined forged weapon. That's all I found, really.
Yeah.
And you're saying this thing is it red blood?
Yes.
And also mossy.
I mean, unless they might have had
Or
some
moss on them.
Yeah.
potentially.
So,
To me, this screams druid.
yeah. A druid or some creature of the wood. Wait.
Like a woodpecker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who knows, mate? Yeah, big giant man woodpecker.
We gotta find them. That would do a really nice, like, trophy head.
All right, let's not worry too much about any more decapitations for right now.
Oh, come on. Like, can you just imagine you go and over your fireplace, you have this 4 feet long woodpecker head.
Just a giant Woody the Woodpecker head staring at you.
Yeah.
Definitely a
Put
thought
staff
experiment.
on the pack. No. Customize. What? You
On
can
the
hang your coat on on the pack, yes.
But yeah, so that's what Karen tells you. By the way, the high priest has excused herself because she'd rather not see it.
So, is there any kind of like local
Harvey.
folklore about the woods? I hear people are paranoid.
I've only been here for about 6 months. I couldn't tell you if I haven't talked to many people. Many people don't really. There's now people think we're haunted, and that's why they're coming to the temple more to pray, and maybe we've had a lot of confessions. Not anything.
You are haunted.
Not anything drastic, we just like, oh, I stole from somebody when I was 12, not, I murdered a person, their vengeful spirit is coming after me, I think we would notice that.
No recent forest fires?
No.
No illegal logging?
Not,
Trying to cover all the bases.
And not to my knowledge. Like I said, I haven't been here for that long, and Corvus, the militia guard, he's been here. He's been a resident of Rock Harbor for longer than anybody, so maybe he knows.
What was that name again?
That is the Havros, the Goliath.
Okay. Okay, it'd be good to ask him. And he's at the field, right? Or no, he's guard.
Yeah, he would escort you to the.
Okay, yeah.
He guards and he is stationed in the lighthouse.
Mhm.
So and so.
Are there what shops are in town? If there are.
You can find like some very basic general goods, but there's not a lot of like really big shops.
Okay.
Just general store and a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, the general store is
General store sell clothes.
yeah, probably because if they do get imports of people coming in off of ships,
Yeah.
so there has to be some like additional tourist income as people come in and get out, right?
It's just a Don Quixote.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you guys leave the temple, or you guys?
Yeah.
I'm
I
cool with
don't
leaving
think
the
we have
temple, yeah.
anything else to investigate
I might hang back.
here. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you guys. Host just told me he made it home,
Ooh.
so he might be joining us soon.
Yay.
Or he might just pass out because if he just got off of work, then this
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him either. But
I'd hold it against.
of course.
Someone has to.
So Akira is staying back. Zeth, Rosalind, Rio, and Tobias and Halfier. I'm guessing you guys are going to try and find the Goliath and maybe go to the fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose, you should have more.
Tobias wants to go to the general goods store.
Okay, you break off and go to the general goods store. Gotcha. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Yeah. Do they have any white clothes?
They got a couple of like some like white tunics and pants and all that.
All right. Do you have like a skull cap, like an arming skull cap that's white too?
I mean,
Trying to wear it.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. And do they have any ink?
Yeah, they would have like bottles of ink, yeah.
Sick. I want to buy all that.
I'm not sure if.
Okay, so
Not
that
going-
would
yeah,
kind of
that would
bring
go
you
into
down. So how many pieces of clothing are you buying?
White pants, a white tunic / shirt, preferably long sleeved if so, and a white arming skull cap.
Okay, and how
Um,
many bottles of ink?
Probably just one or two. Two to be safe.
Okay, so I would say that comes up to like 15 gold.
Jesus. Okay.
This is a tiny port town. It's like one of those like New England small towns that raise the price for tourists.
Gotcha.
That type of shit.
All right.
And also, all of this is like, if besides the ink, all the clothing is made within the town, so
No, okay. Yeah.
it's local.
I'll take those and then I'll go regroup with the group.
Gotcha. While he's doing that, you guys managed to find the Goliath. He's just kind of talking to some of the militia, telling them that you hear him as you break into the conversation. You hear him barking orders, telling them that you need to go look over there and like to station people more late at night and to travel specifically in groups. But you guys get there and he goes, "Oh, what is it?"
Wait. Looking to go look at Corwin's field. And,
yes.
ask you some more questions on the way.
Yes, got you. Follow me. And you see he starts marching and he goes, "So what exactly do you want to know?"
Well, Karan said you've probably been in town the longest, right?
I have been here for about 52 years.
So is there any kind of like local folklore that like might maybe have a inkling to do with any of this? Any like old wives' tales?
Well, there's
Or
a,
is
there's a
this
few
just a
things.
completely new phenomenon that's never happened here?
This is definitely a new phenomenon. Being attacked like this, at least as far as I know. In the past 50 years, I have not experienced it. However, in terms of wives' tales, many years ago, like I would before my time, definitely. This, and he points to, kind of waves a hand. He goes, was a part of the grander forest that lives close by, and well, when the town was when the first couple of people wanted to settle the town here, they just started to chop things down.
Mm-hmm.
And when the town was fully built, most of the forest was cleared away for farmland, and apparently, the original settlers of the town were told that it was a sacred area
Mm-hmm.
by a druidic faction called the Green Knights.
Riddick Fred.
A druidic faction. I didn't say
Nature
frat.
bro.
No, but you
Did-
started with the FR sound, and that's where
Oh.
my brain went.
Yeah, hey, nature, man.
Druid frat bros is great.
He goes, a druidic fraction. Fraction.
I'm sorry.
You fucked me up so badly. Druidic faction known as the Green Knights. Apparently, some words were exchanged. A few people died on either side, and they disappeared.
Mhm.
Now we have hunters going in and out of the forest, and we have not. Before I even arrived, it was said that they decided to up and leave. Their villages were abandoned, and they just decided to.
Hello there.
Oh,
Hey.
gosh.
No soundboard.
Hey, Toast.
Hello.
They
Yes,
decided to
soundboard.
leave. And to our knowledge, the druids haven't been back.
Yeah. Be
Do
weird.
you think?
I mean, that's what makes sense to me, but it's weird that it would take over 50 years before someone got mad enough about it.
Now, no, there was. I mean, a few people say that they see figures at the edge of the forest every now and then, but like no solid things. No one's been attacked. No one's been, kidnapped.
Yeah.
We usually stay far away from the forest because bears and
Mm-hmm.
other type of, moose. God, have you seen? I terrified.
I've heard stories.
It's... My father was killed by one.
Well,
That's why I'm terrified a little. A little side note, sorry for dropping that on you.
he seemed like he'd be the most equipped to not go down to a moose right away.
No, well, no. He first he saw the baby and he was like, "Oh, hello," and the mom charged him. He didn't turn around in time and got a hoof to the back of the head.
That'll do it.
Head on a swivel. Oh no, I miss him. It's fine. Anyway, you see, he just kind of straightens
Definitely
up.
swiveled around after that kick.
You see, he kind of straightens his armor a bit and continues walking. Just awkwardly clears his throat. And he goes, "Anyway, we're here." And you see, you're now at like this really lovely. There's like a vegetable farm and like a bigger field for bigger types of yields, and a tiny one-story farmhouse.
Mhm.
The one thing that's taken away from the charm is patches throughout the larger field and in the vegetable garden are completely like there's no grass and the dirt is a very dark black.
Yeah, probably where the struggle happened.
No, it's kind of
No?
splotched everywhere
Okay.
around the garden. He takes you to the larger field, and you see, you see where you see a couple of cows just kind of milling about, and there's definitely kind of closer to the house itself. Dirt has been kicked up, and no. Okay. By the way, sorry. Toast, you are currently in the town of Rook Harbor to go after the bounty of the crops being sabotaged. You talked, and some dude was murdered, apparently. So stuff is escalating, and the party believes it might have been a druid. Which, yeah. But you can clearly see with the dirt being kicked up and all that, and there is a clear line in the ground where someone might have been trying to dig their heels in or their hands to stop being dragged away. Yeah, and he goes, "This is where we found poor Cohen. Unfortunately, not but 10 or so feet from the fence." And you see it's being pulled into the direction of the forest.
Okay.
If you want, you can make an investigation check if you want. All of you can if you want to search around.
Yeah. Quick question. So, do we like see his like little tent from here? Also.
Yeah, kind of stationed, kind of like outdoor camping. Like you don't really want to go camping, so you just camp in your front yard. Right outside, like right close to the gate, is a tent with a little fire.
So was he dragged all the way from the tent?
No, it looks. You can see where footsteps kind of kicked up dirt. It looks like he hopped the fence, ran over here. There's a big pile of dirt kind of in the middle of the field where it was kicked up. Looks like they were struggling, and then he was dragged. So it looks like he noticed something, and the whatever was tampering with his livestock and garden didn't know he would be out there, and he caught them by surprise. But then they ended up getting the upper hand.
Still, no one heard anything.
No. We've talked to a few people. Nothing.
Did they actually know something, or did it at all seem like maybe they were too afraid to say anything?
Well, that is the question.
Because I find it hard to believe he obviously had the chance to make noise.
Yes.
He didn't get snuck up on and hand over his mouth immediately.
What he points to a house that's relatively close. And he goes, "If anything, the people who live there would be the ones to hear it first, and we talk to them. And it doesn't help that they were one of the first people to have their livestock murdered. So there is a bit of fear, but from what we can tell, and I do, the fright is there, but I do believe they were telling the truth and that they didn't hear anything, because all the other times, with how violently some of this livestock have been murdered, no one heard any of those animals make a noise either."
I mean, I can kind of believe that, though, to a degree, but him is another story. Can Druid cast silence?
For the so with the dirty 20 investigation, you guys are kind of searching the field, searching the struggle area. Zeth, you kind of go to the fence part that's close to the forest, and you notice something on the ground. It's a tiny kind of this little like makeshift it's made out of twigs and a little bit of string necklace.
Oh.
It is like it's made from interweaving sticks, some string, and there's a little some leaves and a little bit of like some feathers entwined into it on a nice little thing of string that goes around your neck. It does look that the string was broken, and that's why it is on the ground, I presume, because it snapped. You need to tie it again to fully fix it. But you find that everyone else just kind of doesn't really find much.
Okay, I'm gonna say, hey, I found kind of broken necklace thing. Looks kind of druidy like, but I don't know.
Let's have a looky see.
Yeah. So Zess, you bring it over. For Rosalind and Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra, you can make me a nature check. If or a nature or nature, history, or arcana, and you can do the same, Rosalind.
Mm-hmm.
Nature,
Okay.
history, or arcana, whichever higher for you.
It doesn't matter if I roll a 2.
Damn. No, let me just toast here. Toast. Type to me.
Speak to us.
Speak to me, boy.
He rolled for an investigation, so he might be AFK doing
Might
stuff.
be being assaulted by a dog.
Potentially, yes. But it's you can. It's not magical,
Mm-hmm.
or it doesn't have the essence of magic that you would know. 18. Go cool. Ezra, this is definitely druidic. And you kind of recognize it. It's not fully exactly what like different druidic tribes make them differently, but this is a silencing charm that only works for the druid that made it. So when worn on you, everything you do and interact with makes no noise.
Well, that answers that then.
Funny you should ask that question. But Ezra explains it to you guys.
Mm-hmm. So druids can't cast silence unless they have jewelry. Now we know.
Can anyone use this?
No, it's only
No.
so it's made by the druid, and then a very extensive ritual has to take place to imbue it with magic, and it
Okay.
only works for the person who wears it.
I was about to
Listen,
say if
I
we give
gotta go to sleep.
Okay, you going to
Okay.
sleep?
Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Hey, at least you rolled dice.
You got to roll.
You got to roll dice, and you got to
So-
stay quite a bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
S- So, Ezra, do you know anything about this tribe? Maybe?
I will say with that, if you want, you can make me a history check, Ezra.
Ooh, nice. The man is rolling.
Yeah, the man's rolling.
Watch
16.
him roll and see.
Listening back to the stories that Tavros was telling about a druidic tribe, that this was a sacred bit of forest at one point, many moons ago. It does kind of line up, but there hasn't been a druidic tribe here in maybe 100, 200 years. So there's not an active group anymore. There once was, but not anymore. But it's not. It's not. If some, most druids are very long living, so it's not unlikely if someone decided to stay.
Nothing about who.
A whole tribe? No. There's not been a whole tribe here for like several years.
So, just one guy who's still very understandably upset about it, but I don't know. Why did it take them so long to act?
Maybe
Unless
they
they've just
just,
been a lot more subtle about it in the past.
or maybe they were taking a nap before.
That's always a possibility, yes. The druids are well known to hibernate.
Okay, gotcha. I'll not notice. I'll treat it as a fact.
Maybe townsfolk were aggressive.
Hearing the, and also I say with that 16, hearing Tavros talk about the Green Knights, it is not a specific faction of druids, it is a type of status. Where druids are more harmony with nature and people, like keeping that balance. The Green Knights are nature should rule all, and you have to bend to nature. And anything other than that is just gone. They were known for melee, wearing armor, which is not something most druids do, like heavy plated armor, to just... They were seen as more tribe protectors rather than people who can shapeshift into animals. They never had that ability.
I am the Lorax. I speak of the trees. Now I'm coming for your knees.
Pretty much, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone is to hold a grudge for several hundred years, it would be that that type of, people.
Just hung up on why would you wait 100 years?
A green bean, yes.
A green bean. Dr. Robotnik's mean green bean machine.
Green machine. But yeah, it does look like also with that dirty 20, back to you, Zeth, you find the necklace, but you also see that a pair you see footprints. Because of the recent rain, the footprints are still very visible, and they're very deep set into the mud. So water is currently collecting in with how deep they are. Someone very either wearing heavy armor or someone very heavy or tall walked through the mud, and it's leading towards the forest.
A buff-ass motherfucker.
Okay,
Rock.
I'm gonna start following those steps.
Do you tell anyone else?
No, they would have to notice me moving away.
What is everyone's passive perception?
And
You don't. 16. What was that, Devin?
I said 9, but I probably don't think I'm there yet.
Oh no, not yet. But you are like arriving. 16. Ezra, you notice Zeth walking towards the forest. roll me a stealth check, Ezra.
we were just talking.
Meanwhile, these fields are made of field.
Crazy.
20. Damn. Okay, yeah. You quickly, Zeth. You are you following Zeth? Going up with her so that she knows you're coming with, or are you trying to sneak past her? Okay, Zeth. You Ezra just suddenly appears next to you, and you kind of look at each other, and you both have a very similar. Yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah, let's go.
Tobias, you finally arrive at the farm.
Cool.
Oh, hey there, Tobias. You get what you need.
Yeah, so...
Why am I Australian?
I don't know.
Hey, mate. What you doing?
It's hard.
Find anything cool out?
What?
Find anything cool out?
Well, we've determined it's definitely a druid.
Okay.
I don't know
Hey.
anything about druids.
No one heard the guy die because he cast silence.
Oh. That sucks.
And pretty much I'll tell him the story. Blah 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 forest, blah 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 Fern Gully dead.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the story where the red fern grows, except without any dogs,
I-
and nothing like where the red fern grows.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure the parallel is there.
So,
Quite
well,
a
anyway,
different tale.
I got some clothes, and it kind of just dawned on me. If they're eating out cows at night, um, maybe I could dress up as a cow and we could ambush them. So I bought some white clothes and some ink so I could make it like a Holstein
Oh
cow,
my
and I could
god.
stand out in the field.
You
I
know,
should have known that's what you were
I
doing.
I thought he was gonna make a scarecrow.
I thought
Oh,
he
I
was
could also
doing.
be a scarecrow too. You
I
could
don't know
like
why, but I thought
crucify me
insane
for a
clown
few
posse.
hours.
I don't think he's gonna fall for that.
I don't know. I do a
Bias.
convincing moo.
I like the dedication. I like the initiative.
I don't do much. You know, I'm not really useful in combat or anything like that.
You're very useful.
Um, Rio, you don't have to blow smoke up my ass. Um, uh, so maybe I could like help in other ways. If I run around screaming moo at the bad guys, maybe it'll I don't know mess them up.
It'll definitely
Maybe
be a
like,
distraction.
It would mess me up.
Uh,
Moo!
but like I could stand around in the field at night,
I
and
mean, you do have the bed trap.
I also could like hide underneath one of the cows and to be a calf, because I'm small. You know,
I'm actually thinking more about it
You
now.
know,
I can get. I mean, I do like milk too, so
you know what? You know what? You get started on your costume.
oh okay,
I'll let you do it.
Now,
sweet.
now I'm just
I don't think it's gonna work,
now
but
I'm just imagining some night-looking person walking up to Tobias dressed as a cow in a field. He just looks up and says, "Milk me."
I
Like
think
that would be a very big distraction.
I
Or
mean,
maybe I could like
That-
convince the druid fellas like, hey, don't do this.
I don't think
Don't hate.
That's like a
Hate is not
life-altering.
nice.
Um,
I think you're better off sticking with the cow.
Okay.
for the people at the farm, are any of you investigating the patches of soil that are still haven't grown anything, or are you going to wait till nightfall?
I'm gonna set up my cow costume. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could investigate, but I don't know what we're gonna really learn.
I mean, you can make me an Arcana check.
Fair. But I'm already assuming that it's magic at this point.
Yeah, but you know it's magical.
10.
Definitely. 10? Druid shit
Yeah.
is not in your wheelhouse.
Hmm.
Um,
Hey, Ezra, what do you think about this? What?
Yeah, you don't know where they are. Speaking of those two, you guys sneak into the woods following the footsteps, footprints.
You know, I never asked
Um,
what type of cows are out here. Are they Holstein?
No, they're woolly.
Shit. Well,
By the way, I never really sneaked. Like,
I
I
mean,
was
there are
just
woolly black and white cows, so
Yeah. No. You definitely you can find a couple.
I assume this
Okay.
place was very human.
Um. So you're not sneaking, but you're making
Yeah,
your way
I
in.
just left because I said,
You
hey,
can't
I
use
hear a
it,
footstep,
Liam.
and I started.
Nah, you can't use it, Liam. It's only for the druid that made it.
Oh,
Unfortunately. But you're following these footprints. And the forest quickly, like as soon as you enter it, becomes very dense. The trees are very close together. There's not really you kind of stumbling and quickly like climbing over these very large exposed roots of the trees. I would like both of you to roll me a perception check. Very normal. 14, and we're gonna wait for Ezra's perception.
Kira has been at the temple for a while.
I'll get to Ezra. Not Ezra. I'll get to Akira very soon. Plus 8 to what? 17 plus 8.
That's
Is that what you're?
25.
Is that what you're doing? Or are you saying that you have or are you writing down that you have plus 8 and that's what made it a 17? Nope, 6. You know what? You got a 17. I'm gonna end it at that. I have no idea.
Wait.
I don't.
Did you
Okay,
did you
so
roll a 16 or a
I assume
17?
it's a plus. He has a +6.
Okay, rolled a 17, but you have a plus 6.
Okay.
Gotcha. Zra, you noticed a few things. Kind of, you've been walking. You're kind of a few minutes into walking into this forest, and you're noticing a few things on some of the trees. Some symbols carved into the bark. Other things are kind of that twig crafted effigies of some sort, hanging or nailed onto the trees, kind of sporadic, but in a pattern. Almost like this large. If you were to connect the trees with a piece of string, it would almost be like this large web. If you want, you can make me a nature check to figure out what all of these symbols are, and I would give you advantage because you are a druid. Wow. Uh, 15 with advantage? Damn. That's rough. But it was a relatively low DC anyway. So these, Ezra, are almost a botched or purposely botched protection symbols on each of these things, but botched in the way that was very purposeful to change it from protection to more of an offense protection. But they're all connected. And you kind of stop Zeth from continuing further before you cross any of these symbols. But you notice a few things within these symbols. They're slightly glowing, which is odd, because these symbols usually never glow. Unless an active ritual is taking place. And almost finishing. And something on this scale, with all of these symbols connected, would take several years to get correct. At this scale, terrifying amount of time.
Oh, cool. Glowing symbols.
Making a nature. Start
They've
slashing
been
the-
preparing this whole time.
Return to monkey.
Oh, what was that, Toast?
all the symbols. Fuck up the ritual.
I said they've been preparing this whole time. Just preparing this. Oh, God. And it's like, and they've been altered to be slightly offensive. This is wonderful.
You know that most protection things like this for druid circles, if someone was to either break through the web of symbols or come in with full intent of attacking, this is usually surrounding druid groves. The trees would come alive and beat the shit out of the person, but go no further. With it being altered the way it was, This
They
is
would
an
fail.
invading force,
Oh my god.
and it's almost done. And then you realize, you kind of look back to what you've been told, and that certain parts were taken out of the man who died, and also a bunch of livestock. And then you go, oh fuck, he might have gotten the last part he needed. What you gonna do?
Would I? How many of these sigils would I have to break?
At this, you've not seen any of this at this scale before.
Yeah, the scale, it's insane, but like,
So roll me a nature check. I'm not going to give you advantage on this because it is unfamiliar to you, but I will say roll nature.
go nature, rubber ducky. Oh, thank God. That'll do. That'll do good. What say you?
Yeah. So you look at them and you're like, naturally, when a ritual to protect is active, these symbols are very difficult to break by themselves, just in general. But you're seeing several hundred in just what you can see from here. This is almost impossible to break. You'd need several other druids taking hours of their time to wilt the magic down from just several of these symbols. And there's hundreds that you can see. So this is a daunting task for several druids. For you, damn near impossible.
So knowing I would need to stop it at the source.
Yeah. You would need to stop the druid from actively finishing it, and
He's
you're
almost
looking
done.
you're looking at the symbols, and they're kind of in these like circular, kind of like mosaic patterns with these twigs. Kind of, there is a center to them, and you see the light glowing from the center is slowly going up to the twigs to the greater outer ring of each symbol. And all the lights on every symbol you can see is about to touch that outer circle, which means in just maybe an hour or two, he's done. And you don't know where this person is. They're going to be done within a short amount of time before you can find them. What you doing there, Owlman? What's the course of action?
I mean, my best course of action in my head is to start burning down the forest, but that is at odds.
I mean, Jess would agree. Jess would.
Fuck it, we start.
To be fair, you are a wildfire druid.
You are.
I am, and it's my job, and this is like the most conflicting bullshit of balance, and like he's gonna be screaming this aloud as well.
Oh, so you're just going fucking balance out
Yeah.
loud? Yeah, you guys aren't that far into the forest. I will say everyone who's still at the farm will start hearing Ezra in his frustration going, God damn it, balance.
Tobias is dressed up like an ICP, and then fucking Ezra's in the fucking woods going, air, water, fire, earth, fucking balance. How does this work?
But you guys do hear Ezra
I got a
in the
son. He
woods.
looks just like me.
I guess hearing Ezra just off in the woods, I guess I'd go towards him.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
I'm gonna start burning trees as well with produce flame.
What
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
said-
is he doing?
Yeah,
So I guess
you guys start seeing smoke slowly rise.
yeah, when I see it, I'm gonna start also using torches and the breath thing.
Stop! What are you all
Um,
doing?
Yeah, you guys walk into the forest and just see Ezra and Zeth setting fire to trees.
Stop!
Jesus
with the
Christ, that's
rain,
part of the fucking problem.
Yep.
with the
Yep.
rain.
We are
it's not-
fixing the problem.
I will say, with the amount of rain and moisture, it's not the fire's not taking
no.
as easily as you want it to.
That's what's pissed them off in the first place.
Well, they're about to do something a lot worse.
What do you mean?
Take a look around you.
And he
I
points out all
see
the symbols to you.
trees.
Well, he points out
I
all the
see
symbols
trees
to
too.
Is it a circle or?
you. No, it's
It's a square for all we fucking know.
You expect that this is only one half. Not even that, maybe even just a kind of a, quarter of the overall circle that this druid has made out of this section of forest. This is hundreds of years of work. They had time.
What's
Are-
the
Wait, are
big
they
deal?
are these in like on the wood, on rocks, stuff like that?
It's mainly all of them are on trees. Some of them are carved into trees. Some of them are just kind of hung there.
You think that if we follow them, it'll lead us to whatever is causing this?
We have no idea where they are.
I guess we can always just go deeper and keep burning the forest as we go.
That is a horrible idea.
I think it's better to wait at night and wait for them to come out.
They're going to be coming out with them.
Is it wait?
An army?
Is this thing coming? Whatever this is gonna happen soon?
Yeah, would you care to explain?
He's gonna look at one of the sigils like it's a fucking clock. Give or take a couple hours.
You notice this. You notice a couple of things when you look directly at it. It's changed. The color was like a nice
What?
kind of like clear kind of blue,
Mm-hmm.
but now as it's reaching towards the outer circle, it's starting to change into more of a kind of an orange
I don't like that.
color, which means you know for a fact that that's supposed to maintain a solid color. If done to the down to the exact right that you have to read out to what ingredients you need for it to change color, it means someone is cutting corners to make this go faster to get it done quicker.
It's unstable.
It's unstable, so it might either work perfectly or
It
gonna
might
fuck up on their
backfire.
end. But either way, with the progress it's made, it's still going to work to some degree, but they are speeding it up. They are cutting some type of corners. They're taking that risk.
I think we should probably start looking for wherever the magic's coming from.
Do you have some way, shape, or form of magic detection?
Absolutely not.
I do. Fuck you. Detect magic.
Detect magic.
No. God, how far would I have to fucking fly? And it only lasts for 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes of burning a spell slot.
Wait, yeah, you can
Probably
fly. Fly
You can
above the
cover
trees.
a lot of distance and
Fly above
What?
the trees. See if there's a
You
clearing.
can cover a lot of distance, but it is a very large and dense forest, and you would lose the direction of the symbols.
Yeah, I'd have to
But
come back down.
you could cover a lot of ground.
I
Yes.
mean, it's a circle, right?
Yeah, but there is a range to detect magic, so you'd have to keep
Past it.
relatively close to the forest itself. You can't just go straight up and have like a big bird's eye view.
I think we should just. Is there any way to tell where the magic's coming from? I don't know druid magic.
You know that there is usually when rituals are being performed, there is within a specific singular location. You cannot move the ritual location once you've started it. So it has, if he's done it for this long, it has to be somewhere very well hidden, but he has not moved from there in a couple hundred years.
Wait, no way. Wait, so there's more of them. Wait,
What do you mean?
What?
wait, what?
Or
If he hasn't
just,
moved
like,
from that spot, or just moved from that spot
yeah, then
casting.
someone else had to.
Well,
kill
no,
him.
no. The ritual spot can stay there, but he can move around. But like, you can't
Yeah.
change the center point of where the ritual's taking
Okay,
place.
okay.
I'm assuming
Sorry,
this is
my bad.
magic circle logic, where every day you have to kind of reinforce it, but after you reinforce it, you can do whatever.
Your magic's fucky.
Yeah,
Druid
we
magic.
understand that.
In some capacity, yes. It's a continuous thing that you have to keep adding onto, and making sure you meet the ingredients when they are permitted, at what time. And considering that this person is botching on purpose to cut corners and to make it a bastardized version of what it once was, you don't know how, what new ingredients, what time, how long this is taking, but it's definitely taken a lot of time to get this scale.
So I don't know if this will work at all, but does my sharkiness, would it let me track down blood, or is that just... Because as far as we know, it ripped out his heart, and he's using hearts or limbs and shit for the ritual.
Let me see.
Mechanically, it doesn't. I don't know if thematically there's anything. I
No,
don't know how my curse works.
Yeah, I would say
I have
it's
a bite.
It's a bit iffy.
I have a bite. I don't know if, like...
Maybe if you were in the water.
But as you guys were talking, I need all of you in the forest to make me dex saves.
Incredible.
This would be Tobias. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Devin. That's beautiful. So yeah, everyone in the forest needs to make dex saves.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Oh yes.
I danger sense. Do I have danger sense yet?
This is not a trap. Danger sense is specifically for traps, not AoEs. That's evasion. 12. No, it's not.
Is it a poison effect?
It is not a poison effect.
Hey, yo, Hero Forge updated the face editors in.
Oh, it counts as a spell. My bad. For against effects that you can see. Oh, you can't see this. Never mind. So if it was an effect that you could see, you would have advantage, but you did not see it coming. So, womp womp. But 18's still pretty good. So that's 8, 7. So Rosalind, Tobias, Zeth, and Ezra all fail. All of you are talking and like discussing this and like what's going on, what's like what do we do? And Rio, you kind of looking around like you're looking at the symbols like and you see it reach the orange light reach the outer ring. And you went, oh, that's cool. And then there's a moment of just quiet before a very sudden shockwave blows through the forest, knocking everyone but Rio on their ass. All of you just it also comes with a very audible boom. Ow.
Oh, fuck.
And all of you kind of just stand there looking around.
So seeing the direction everyone was flung, I think we have a heading on where we should be going right now.
Well, you look back, and the symbol is cracked and broken on the tree. On every tree that had a symbol on it.
They fucked up.
And then you start seeing the trees start to sway.
Oh fuck.
And you hear the
You did
cracking
not fuck up. Oh
the
no!
cracking of branches as the branches themselves are now moving and articulating.
Ezra.
Oh.
Ezra, your plan. Do it again. Do it again.
You start seeing all of the roots just start slithering over each other. You just hear the snapping of twigs as some of the trees off in the distance start uprooting themselves and standing. Several of them. What are you guys doing? You guys ready?
We should be going.
I think we should run deeper in the woods.
Deeper in the woods. Are you
I think we should climb the trees.
No, because I'm banking my hopes on we can't deal with these things. Maybe if we destroy the center of what the ritual was, it'll kill them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
How many?
Roll me a nature check.
Rio?
Ezra.
Oh, me. Okay.
Him posing this question, this like theory, would
Yeah.
prop you up.
Okay. Wait, is this nature again?
This would be nature,
Oh.
yes.
Nature again. Okay. Boy, would you look at the time?
Very easy DC because it's a ritual. Once a ritual has kicked off, and again, this was a protection thing to probably protect a grove. The reason why these protection things are so very common and so good is because the only way to fully, like one of the two ways is either kick the shit out of the active defenses that are animated, right? Or kill the druid that started. That means if if a druid casted it on the grove, walked out of the protection, got stabbed, that grove is now defenseless.
Let's go stab him.
Yep.
The trees start walking towards your direction, towards the town. What are you guys doing? They don't seem to have noticed you.
I think we run the other way. Find the druid.
Find the
Yeah.
druid.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
I guess fucking does fucking
Who has sending?
orb. Nobody.
No one in this group.
Shit.
Speaking of that, we're gonna fly.
Wait,
Over.
should I fly back? And you guys?
No, we need you.
You have the most druid knowledge.
Okay, fine.
Start running.
But we're gonna go back to the town to see what Akira was doing. So Akira, you walked out with the rest of your group to the kind of the front door of the temple, and you stayed behind. Where are you going and what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later. Just don't do anything too crazy without me, okay? I'll be there soon. And then I head into the temple.
Okay. You can see it's a couple of people are silently praying and in the pews. Some people are lighting candles at the very base of what looks to be a shrine to Eldath, making tribute and all that.
Heading for Father Karen.
Okay, cool. You make it your way back to the room. The door's shut.
Yep, give a little tap. Knock.
Coming. The door. A couple of seconds go by. The door opens, and you see he's currently wiping his hands down, and his blood's just trailing. He goes, "Oh, Akira, was it? You all introduced yourselves pretty quickly. Is this something you need?"
Yeah, do
I
you
just
mind
put
if I
body
step
up.
in so we can have a little talk real quick?
Okay.
I just don't want to bother everyone else while they're praying, you know.
That's just sure. That's fine. And as you walk in, he gently shuts the door. He does not move away from the doorway, and just kind of shifts. He goes, so what is your inquiry?
Well, I just couldn't help but notice. It kind of looks like you might have another voice in your head.
Hmm?
I saw you talking to yourself, and you weren't like muttering like normal people who talk to themselves, quote unquote. Sounds like looked like you were talking to something. So I'm just a little bit curious on that.
You see, he's kind of shifting uncontrolled, like kind of uncomfortably. He kind of squints his eyes. Can I ask one question to you?
Sure, seems fair.
Are you really here for the bounty? You specifically? Or are there other reasons?
There is a masquerade of reasons that have put me in this temple on this day. But if you're afraid I'm hunting you or something, that is not on that list.
You see, he kind of looks at you for a lot longer, just to kind of see if you're trying to like look into your eyes and figure if you're lying or not. But he goes, "Okay, I believe you." It's a complicated thing, but it's fine. But it's complicated. And it's not another voice, more of a feeling. But Eldath provides. She quiets things. Why do you question?
I don't know. I'm a curious person. I've dealt with countless entities in my time, I guess. Demons and evil.
You're a hunter, aren't you?
Yes.
I recognize pistol. Not many people carry them. And he kind of looks, and you can just see, you can follow his eyes, and you see that he's seeing the kind of gold silver chain to your holy symbol of Lythander. He goes, very similar colors. Which order are you a part of?
I don't know if I could say I'm a part of it anymore, but I was a part of the Order of the Radiant Dawn.
See. And you say you're not hunting? Really?
Not actively. I've kind of been more being hunted myself, so.
And you and I have that in common.
Yeah.
But
Look, you've turned to the
uh,
faith. I imagine you've turned some kind of leaf over. I was just more curious.
in the process of trying to. Again, like I said, complicated. And he kind of looks at you a little bit, and you just see just for a brief second, one of his eyes turns like a deep purple, and then it just fades away really quickly. And he goes, "I guess your situation is also complicated, huh?"
Fancy trick. Yeah, you could
Not a
say
trick. Not a trick I like having,
that.
but a trick nonetheless.
Look, I'm hoping to have this be a little bit of a room of candor. I'm not looking to lie to you. I'm a chill feeling that suddenly realized he can sprout golden wings out of his back.
Golden wings. Oh, that's good for you, actually.
Mm.
And you saying you're being hunted, I guess for the same reason for the wings?
No, the group I used to run with, they have bad news, and they don't like that I know how bad they are. So
Ah. So you're just recently then.
yes.
That's where we differ. I've been hunted since I was born.
No?
Well, if we're not, and you see he turns around and kind of locks the door and walks away from it and just takes a seat right by a desk. If we're not lying to each other, I guess I have to lay my cards on the table, huh? Or would you prefer I don't, so you can
Oh no,
suss it
no,
out?
I am completely lost on the subject. I would love your
Well,
explanation.
my parents were explorers, and they found a temple locked away underground. Met an entity, can't say its name, you'll figure out why, and they made a deal. And said deal, really kicked them in the ass when I was born, as I was part of it. They got fame and fortune. And you see he kind of pulls down the neckline of the robes, and you just see these large tendril-like tattoos that are ever so shifting. My bad. And I got put into a pact before I was even born. So I hear voices. They tell me to do things. I have feelings that tell me to do things. I don't want to do such things. Bad things happen if I don't do them. Until, and he holds up a finger, I came here. And Eldath opened the doors. And I've been able to shut things up. Just a little bit. Is that all the cards on the table for you?
It's plenty of them. I don't know. It felt like it would have been a bit sloppy for me not to inspect, every last possibility. Town being attacked. You seemed to be having voices. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't the threat. I assumed you weren't, considering where you seem to fall in this town. But
Yes. Well, it's a good eye you have. We'll say that. But no. I take care of these people when they're sick. Eldeth has graced me with abilities to heal. Granted, she doesn't give me a lot because of my current predicament. Can't really have someone's soul when the other half is being sold. Anyway. So what now? These charming people of this town do not know, and I would prefer they won't.
I see no reason to tell them. You've been kind to them. Eldath seems to be helping you, and as long as you're not an active threat to them, I have no reason to cause you any problems.
Oh, isn't that a comfort to know? And you see he stands up and kind of walks over to this looks like a cabinet. He opens it and takes out a bottle, and he takes out 2 glasses. He goes, and I won't hold that order if they come sniffing around, which they most likely will, knowing them, that you were never here.
Appreciate it.
Drink. He puts a glass on the table. He pours one for you, one for him. He holds it up and he goes, to the hunted.
To the hunted.
And you guys clink glasses. And as soon as you take a sip, you just hear a distant sonic boom and the distant shattering of glass. You see, he kind of just stops and looks. He goes, oh, maybe the order got here quicker. Okay, let's move. And you see he just starts running down the hallway.
Yep, I'll be right on his tail.
Yep, back to the forest, people. The trees are moving at a steady pace towards the town. Some of them are relatively close to the town. Then, like, if you were to go further in, they'd be at that guy's farm within minutes. So, what do you guys want to do?
I don't know what the right call is.
The town has a militia.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can surmise if a druid really wants revenge, why would they stay far away.
Yeah, I don't think we can even get there in time to actually warn them either.
You have a head start from the trees now.
Okay.
I will also point out to Ezra, some of the trees that had symbols aren't getting up and moving. Where you saw hundreds of trees with symbols, only as far as you can see right now, a couple of handfuls are moving.
Okay.
So
I thought they were all coming.
No.
Sorry if I described that wrong, but still,
I
a
don't
good
think
amount of them
it's no assumptions.
are moving. So you have a head start. You could run back, and like I will say, Tavros is still at the farm.
Yeah, he's seeing this.
Well, no, he's not in the forest. He noticed a sonic boom and got yeeted over the fence because of it. But
Can
you
we
can go
just
out and warn him.
yell at him to fucking run?
Oh yeah. If that's the case, you see him put on his helmet and he just starts sprinting back into the town.
Problems.
But I will say their militia is only is very, very small and mostly volunteers.
Well, I hope they know how to use fire.
Would we be able to? Well, it's raining, so. I mean, I guess probably fire damage will not be negated by rain, I guess.
The trees are coming closer.
I mean, trees don't like ice either.
I guess we just keep going.
Yeah, I can do
inside.
ice.
We're finding this druid. Well, at least
Yeah,
I
we
am.
find this through.
Find the
Yeah.
druid.
It's probably not good to split.
Okay, you guys are going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep.
Elbow deep.
So you'd have if you just go straight, you're gonna meet.
How far are we from the trees that are up?
Should I go get Akira?
You're looking at maybe about 60, 70 feet away from those trees that are moving.
Give me 1 second. Let me just check something. It's probably not. It's probably too far.
Should I go get Akira? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, do that.
Tobias, his feet.
I would say, am I technically faster?
I'll cast haste on him.
You would be insanely faster, Ezra, if you were to go.
Can I?
Okay.
But but you're a little bit more important.
Yeah.
Your druid
stuff.
knowledge, not like important status. Tobias
No,
is important. I love Tobias. Tobias is great.
Can I try to shoot ice chromatic orb at the trees as we run?
Sure.
Can you decide on chromatic orb what it is?
Yeah.
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 It's called chromatic orb. You pick
that's
what
its whole
element.
deal.
Let's see.
He's asking this real time. Can you just pick whatever comes out of a chromatic orb?
As she's like weaving her hands around to cast it, she's like, "Shut up! Yes, that's the point of the spell."
Yeah, 19 plus 7.
19 plus 7.
Why
I'm trying to
is it
hit like
high?
whichever one's kind of in front. Like maybe I can freeze something.
You shoot it towards this tree that's slowly marching. It's pushing other trees out of the way.
spell is hit
10 out of 10.
Nice.
without using the amulet.
Nice. Good job, hon.
Thank you, Ben.
Let's see. Let me just quickly.
Yeah, I guess it does damage also.
It does. Yeah, you definitely hit. But I'm just quickly seeing their resistance and stuff like that. So. Yep.
Those are in here.
Okay, cool. So how much damage?
12.
12. You fire the spell, and it's just this like little. You see it freezes the air. The rain that's falling down. It's pretty cool. It zigzags through kind of the openings in the trees, finding its target. Now it's not a gigantic tree that you hit. It was a fairly thin tree. It just kind of, you see it start slowing down, and then just comes to rest.
Well,
it's not no longer rooted into the ground, so the roots are kind of exposed. It's not, but it just doesn't topple over. It just stops and just doesn't move.
Okay. Okay. Then, knowing that, I am going to try to run up, and I want to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Concentration spell.
Nice. Okay. That is a what level spell?
That is a second level spell.
Would that okay?
Is
And
that,
what does that do exactly again? If you could remind
So
me.
that's a bonus action. It lets me later I am able to cast like a breath weapon.
Oh yeah. Which
tone.
which element are you choosing?
Cold.
Cold. Gotcha.
I'm about to freeze it. Try to freeze as much as I can in one fucking go with an
Gotcha.
AoE.
Gotcha. So is everyone else running up them?
Just
running into the trees?
delightful.
Running into the woods, you mean?
Yeah, running further into the woods.
Yes.
yes.
And Tobias, you are running back to town?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll take that risk.
That's,
yeah. So, let me just fast forward here to.
nice thinking, by the way.
Good, yeah, very good thinking.
Oh, thank you. Now I realize, oh yeah, maybe we can do something actually.
Yeah. So you guys run forward. I'm guessing you're not like heading straight towards the trees. Right.
No.
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 Okay. So you're gonna kind of take a wide berth.
Yeah.
I'm running at them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because I want to try to like freeze a bunch at one go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You rush over to the trees, and you see as you get closer, you see like the large exposed roots. They start shifting. I need you to quickly make me a dex save.
That's a nat one.
You run up, and one just whips towards you, catches you right on the face, and you take 2 points of damage. Rolled really low on that one. As it just thwacks you on the face, and you kind of stumble a bit. Roll me in acrobatics to see if you fall.
Haha, guess what? Advantage because of the ropes, baby! Venom Weave ropes! That is
A 4.
acrobatics. No, it's 14.
14. Yeah, you
Not incredible.
You get left hooked by this tree, and you kind of stumble a bit, but you continue running. Everyone else, you're behind her. You see her head like immediately do a right turn.
Damn.
Suck my fucking cock, trees.
Yeah, you all.
Yes. Still on her
You
feet.
did
Good
get
girl.
hit. So roll me a Constitution saving throw because you are concentrating. So this would be so the DC would be just 10. It's your spellcasting modifier plus
My spellcasting.
yeah. What so your sorcerer, so it would be your charisma plus whatever you roll on a d20. You have to beat the DC 10 to keep concentration.
I thought it was Constitution.
Oh no, it is. Oh wait, sorry. No, wait. I can't. No, should be ability. No, is that counterspell? I think I'm kind of thinking of counterspell. I believe. Yeah, no, concentration is Constitution. My bad. I'm thinking of counterspell.
Then it's 14.
Yeah, so you maintain concentration. But all you just saw her got bitch smacked. So it's a bit funny to use F because she's it's only funny because she's still going, so she's not like too terribly hurt, so you can laugh.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's why.
It's like when a child falls and you see them get
like
back
when a baby falls on their face.
Yeah.
but you see them get back up. Yeah, but now you're within range. What is the range of Dragon's Breath? I think it would be a 15-foot cone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you would be in range to about 2
Yeah, they
trees,
gotta make a
and
dex save.
you see them turning towards you. You can get 2 in that cone.
Okay.
That's a. That is a 0
Hell
for
yeah.
1. I rolled a 1 minus 1. Second one is not better. That's a 6.
Yep. They both pass. Surprisingly, no.
Imagine if your spell save DC is 0 meat feet.
No, 15.
Then you're not casting magic. 15 what?
No, 15 is what my DC is.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Damage is what am I rolling? 3d6. Okay. Those are in this bag. 1, 2. I need one more. Anything but the Cthulhu dice.
Here's the Cthulhu
13
dice.
damage.
Yeah, both of them. You see this time because you're relatively closer, and you're now doing this like more crystallized version of cold magic. You fire the breath, and you see the bark freeze and snap and splinter as both of them. One topples over, and the other one kind of like leans up against another one. They're gone.
Who wants to build a fucking snowman?
But yeah, you guys keep making your way in. I will say everyone else can. These trees aren't because the ritual didn't go to full effect. They're not as powerful as they could be. So you guys can just start wrecking house. Or getting further in. I will need.
You guys can just run in.
I need perception or investigation checks to see if you guys can, as you guys travel further into the forest, to see if you can find even a possible chance of where the thing is.
I just crit, so
Oh,
20.
down
Let's
here.
fucking go.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, natural
Shit,
20
baby.
plus 4.
As for you, Tobias,
Yeah.
as you're hauling your little legs back to town, you start seeing people. Like, people are now running into their houses. Some people are running towards the temple because Tavros has announced the issue. You're heading towards where Akira is, right?
I believe
What?
that's his intention.
Hello.
Oh, is your mic not picking you up?
Balls. Oh, you got me. Yeah. I should go and wear Akira.
Gotcha. So you start seeing as you're running back to town, sprouting from the ground, kind of zombie-esque, like breaking out of the ground itself. You see these weird creatures that seem to be made out of roots and vines, slowly, like just creeping out of the ground and running towards the town. You're far away from that, so you're like, no, not going over there. But you make it to the temple, because I'm guessing you're using every action to dash, whatever. If this was turn combat, you would just be dashing. But Akira, you come out of the temple with Karan. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. Karan. And you see Tobias just dressed as a cow? Or the attempt of a cow?
What happened?
There's triads in the woods, and everybody's apparently. I mean, I just left right away to come get you. I'm pretty sure everybody's getting squished.
I think we should go. Tobias turns around and starts running back.
And then he falls on his face.
Do you, I'm guessing you run after Akira? I don't know. But you do see, now that you're out of the temple, you hear a couple of people screaming. But like you see what these like weird vine root creatures appearing. And you see Karen over here looks over there and he goes, oh, that's not good. Oh, fuck it. And you see he just takes off and out of you see he lifts up the sleeve of his robe, and you see another like kind of ink tattoo. As suddenly it seems to grow out of his flesh into a sword, and you see he just charges in and just starts swiping at the nearest like tree creature.
Yep. He's a
I'm
warlock.
God, I don't know if this is the right move, but I feel like in my heart it is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay in town.
Yeah, you do what you do.
I'm gonna try and stick close to him and watch his back and help him deal with these things.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I believe in all of you.
Tobias, you're running.
Tobias stops and then realizes Kira's not following him. He goes, is there a barrel nearby?
Yeah.
Tobias is just gonna hide in the barrel.
Jesus.
It's the most trustworthy item we've come across in our journey.
Mhm. Yeah, and the one that you kept that thing in was a broken, waterlogged barrel for the longest time. So yeah, barrels are good. Back to the people in the forest.
Barrel's a friend.
With the natural 20, the 17. Wait, who had? What did you get, Rosalind?
What?
Perception investigation.
Okay. Bad.
Bad. Okay. Ezra and Zeth, you guys don't go terribly far into the forest when what catches your eye is like it's a sea of trees, except for these large set of stone, kind of a little bit too out of place, that are seemingly just would be normally hidden, and they are to most of your friends, except for you two. Kind of, there's a really close set of trees that hide them from normal view. But Ezra, you go, if anything seems out of place, it's got to be over there. Because specific things have to be brought in for the ritual from other places that mean certain things to the ritual and all that. So,
Yeah.
do you divert the path?
Yeah, 100%.
Gotcha.
That away.
Rosalind is too busy freezing trees.
Yeah, no, I'm staying
she-
back and doing this. I'm not going in now.
Gotcha.
So I can actually do something against them.
Yeah, you get to so I'm guessing Zeth, Rio, and Ezra, you guys go towards the stones. And you see this kind of a circle that's created around the stones. You see it's kind of filled with a little bit of ash to make the circle, and all the ground has been completely cleared from any rubble, debris of like no sticks, no nothing, it's completely clean. And there's like this large rock that was that had like a bowl carved into it, like this little indent. And you see a bunch of different things, some plants, and some a full dead rabbit, and a couple of hearts, all that seem to have been burned at one point. And there are these different etchings and druidic symbols across the stones. This is where it happened. There is no druid in sight.
Damn it.
Can anyone locate objects?
Ezra,
Yes.
I need you to make me a dex save.
He has the fucking necklace.
I have detect magic too. Bastard. Dex saving throw. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I live. I think.
Yeah, you're kind of staring, looking at this, and a moment goes by. You hear something whizzing towards you. You immediately move your head, and immediately embedded into the stone is this large, like thorn-like organic. Looks like just a drill.
Okay.
And you turn around, and there's like this large, not a druid, not any type of humanoid, but looks like a hulking, a very hulking dryad.
No, Dex and Wisdom are my highest stats. Everything else is ass. That's
but,
it.
I mean, that's about right for a druid.
Yeah.
Is this I'm pretty sure when I had my episode, I saw the Eladrin and another creature that was kind of. Did you say this is a druid or a dryad?
This
Dryad.
is a mutated dryad.
Yeah, is this
It is-
the one I saw, or is this something
No.
completely okay?
This is something similar, but not exact.
This
So,
thing's fucky.
yeah, this thing has been tampered with and summoned completely wrong. And it is angry. And it's charging you. What do you three do?
Why would it do that?
Because it was told to.
Are we in initiative, or is this just before?
This is quick.
So
you
I'm gonna countercharge with my shield.
Okay, gotcha.
You attack my friend, I rage.
Okay, yeah. Ezra, what do you do?
I'm angry.
Is it directly in front?
It's in front of all three of you. It's like
Okay.
dryads are usually small and slim creatures. This thing is it's weirdly proportioned. Like its head slightly lower on, and then it has like this large hump. It's like not graceful.
It's built like the Incredible Bulk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna put him out of its misery. I'm gonna kip up and I'm going to Scorching Ray.
Okay. You roll for your Scorching Ray. You roll for your attack, Zeth.
How do
And
I roll for that even?
oh, you I would. Are you using your shield to smash it?
Yeah.
Well,
So
then
like
I would.
just having my shield and just to like charge at it. My shield.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, I will say. Then you're just going to any damage. Because I'll say this is you're gonna give it a. I'm gonna say you take the dodge action because then it would just give the creature disadvantage on attacking you because you have your shield raised in defense. So it's just gonna have disadvantage on hitting you. So you're well protected.
Okay.
Rio,
Yes,
you're raging? Or are you attacking?
I'm attacking the dryad.
Okay, roll for your hits. Ezra, roll for your scorching. Oh, also you hear
Oh no.
you hear all this happening, Rosalind, behind you as you're just freezing trees left, right.
Oh, shit.
Jesus fuck.
I guess Devox rolled well.
No, so the first roll was a nat 1 plus 4. And with my bonus attack was an 8.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you charge.
whiffed the shit out of it.
Yeah. It is going to try and get an attack on you, Zeth, but it does have disadvantage. And that, yeah, it was a 17 and then a 2, so it misses. It bounces off your shield. You see, its fist goes towards you, reflects off the shield, and it just punches Rio in the chest, and he just falls. He just tumbles over, getting back to your feet. But you got sideswiped.
I got bonked.
You got interrupted. And as for the Scorching Ray, all hit. Roll damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Doesn't have a high AC. That's good.
And this is fire damage, right?
Yes.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
How cool can these beans really be?
Really fucking cool.
Are they jumping
No,
beans?
beans are better warm though.
No, they're just like awesome beans. They're rad. They're cool.
Yeah, I just
The
wanted
bee's
to
knees.
I wanted to make a joke.
I know, but I wanted to ruin the joke.
I appreciate
The
that.
guy's a notorious no seller.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the
He goes into
hustle.
business for himself.
No, I sometimes like I'd rather say that because like when I talk with Dylan, sometimes he just doesn't get it. That
I mean,
he
I'm good
isn't sure
sellers
if
sometimes
I'm
too.
he isn't sure if I'm being serious or not. Because like some maybe I just don't understand the language enough, or
But there's
it's
sometimes
just
where I
fun.
think you're joking, and then it's
I
like,
will say there are moments
yeah,
where I
then
think you're joking and you're being actually genuine. I will say I've fallen
I
into that
am
trap
aware.
too.
I am aware.
It's great. It's great when we find out because it's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay,
it's
it's
yeah,
funnier.
cool fun.
it's funnier
Yeah,
somehow.
it
You're too powerful, honey.
is. What can I do?
So how goes 25 damage?
25.
Double it because it's
Yeah.
vulnerable. It bursts into flames and
Fitting.
it just like a sack of bricks falls to the ground, still burning.
They have it under control.
They have it under control. And by
That's
this
fine.
point,
Mhm.
Rosalind, you have cleared out most of the trees that were moving in front of you. Now the forest is gigantic, so you might have not
Yeah.
gotten. You still hear distant snapping, but in this general area, you've cleared them out. You've killed like 7 trees.
Okay.
They're not like healthy big trees. They're like starting out from a split.
Now, do I stay and defend, or do I go help my friends?
That purely depends. If everyone at the stones would like to roll me a investigation check. Who's rhyming?
Investigation again.
Am I
What
rhyming?
was the-
Who's rhyming?
I don't know.
Toaster said stop rhyming. I'm like, who's rhyming?
Oh, I think I might have.
What?
Oh. You're just a poet, but you just don't even know it.
Did I?
Oh. That's
Oh,
funny.
no.
I
Oh.
got the nat
Yay,
20.
two
I got
nat
the nat
ones. 2 nat ones.
2 nat ones? What's with all the nat ones tonight, guys? Jeez. What did you get, Ezra, for the investigation?
Holy
It's an accident.
save.
Oh wait,
It's a really low DC. It's a really low DC.
I was talking about my nat one earlier. I actually rolled a 13 on the die plus. You said investigation?
Yeah, this is investigation.
13. I rolled a 13.
Oh, okay. I thought you got a nat run now.
No, I was talking about how
Okay.
I whiffed the attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it
Gotcha.
still attacking us?
No, it's dead.
Oh, okay.
It got 25 times 2 to it.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20 and 13. Both of you notice kind of there is like a rucksack of like where someone would keep like their supplies, you know, like all that.
It's a sack.
There is there is what looks to be a kind of leaning up against the backpack is a really beautiful scimitar.
Your sense?
No traps. But it's just kind of there. It seems like all this stuff was packed up really quickly, but that was left behind.
Does anybody use a scimitar?
I do. Well, I use a cutlass, but same diff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, same diff. A cutlass in D&D is just it's a scimitar. It goes by that stats. So, but yeah,
Let's
that's just there.
investigate
But
this
there's
thing.
nothing else left. If you want to look at it, you can roll me an Arcana check.
I'm great at Arcana.
Oh, I knew you were.
Arcana.
Can I use can I use perception to see if I can like? I am under the impression they are still here with us. We found a necklace that makes people invisible. They're
Well,
absolutely
you-
here watching us.
Well,
That's fine.
no, you found one that makes you incredibly. It just silences everything around you. Doesn't make you invisible.
Okay.
And you found, presumably, theirs, which means they do not have it anymore. and those things Ezra did an investigation on it. Take forever to make. So there's
Yeah,
not
they
really-
need
Okay.
the
So-
likelihood that there's two. No.
Alright, so I'm still currently raging.
13,
I'm-
19, and
If only we had a bloodhound.
I'm in Shork mode. This
only
guy
had a blood hunter.
Yeah, but this guy has also been diddling hearts. Presumably very recently. So
Yeah, and you look into the stone bowl where everything was burned, and there are several hearts in there.
So with me raging, could I smell him out? Like what direction he ran off in?
Roll me a perception check with advantage, because it's going to be based off smell. Zeth, you roll an Arcana check. That scimitar is magical in some nature.
In some nature. Yeah, this shit's magic.
This shit's cursed. Until you cast Identify, it is cursed.
Yeah.
It's just the rules.
Just ask someone who actually knows shit about magic. Or how it is magical.
If you
'Cause
pull
actually,
if you
I have
pull
no idea.
if you pull a chest out of the ocean, you get it to a wizard first to see if it's cursed.
Identify does not reveal a curse.
It doesn't, but Rio doesn't know
But it's
that.
funny.
Rio doesn't
You
know
know
that.
it. You know if it's cursed when you attune to it. If it's attunable, you might just grab it and just go, "Oh, fuck, here we go. I didn't even have to wait 30 minutes. I'm cursed now."
The likelihood of it being
Shardolin is made of shardol.
What is that? What was that perception check with advantage?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You get a scent. Do you want to follow said scent?
Yes, very quickly.
Do you yell for Rosalind? Because Rosalind's currently just standing there like a guard dog.
I mean, when I rage, I get sharky, right?
You're kind of that in between of human and sharky. Your
Yeah.
mouth is just wider and you have more sets of teeth.
Yeah, just visibly, like, in frenzy mode, gonna run after him.
Okay, yeah. You guys
Okay,
see
I'm gonna
Rio
follow.
just and this is
And-
very
I'm gonna scream at her.
Rosalind. You see all of them just running after Rio.
Mhm.
Do you follow?
Yeah, he
Okay.
might get himself killed again.
Oh no, it is where the red fern grows.
What?
Get a red! Go get him!
Oh no! Damn it, Tobias. He was
So,
right all.
So
Listen,
quickly, you're
Tobias is prophetic, he just doesn't know it.
but so you're following that. Akira, back to the town.
Said prophetic, but it sounded like pathetic.
Oh no.
Tobias is pathetic.
He's in the
I
barrel
know it, yeah.
crying.
Tui.
Akira,
Yes.
you are currently helping Charon kind of protect and act with the militia. What weapon are you using?
My gun.
Gotcha.
And I'll cut myself so I have that extra 1d4 fire damage.
Gotcha. You are currently
Gonna get my gun.
kind of like a shootout in a Wild West. You're just kind of back to back with Karen,
Exactly what I fucking wanted.
and you're just you are these what look to be these vine-like creatures that are kind of like more roots than vines, but they have that similar like shifting. They're running around the town. You are firing your pistol, and as he just slices him with his sword. Sometimes you see him hold out his hand, and a blast of green energy just blows a hole through one. All the while, you see that his tattoos around... You can now see the tattoos around the back of his neck are slowly glowing with this, like, misty-looking purple. All the while that he's just kind of using. You guys are holding down the fort. Tobias,
Yeah.
you are hearing nothing but chaos while in your barrel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can I see out the barrel at all?
You look out the hole, you know, like in most
Yeah.
Looney Tunes, you just you poke the cork out and you look through the hole. You see the Goliath
Mhm.
captain you're kind of right in front of it's like kind of where the town, this little section meets. There's a big, beautiful fountain in the middle. You peek out of the barrel. You see Tavros grab one of these tree-like creatures, slam it onto its back, like kind of leaned up against the fountain, and just curb stomp its head into the fountain. That's what you see as soon as you unplug it. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Alright. Get it, I guess.
It seems like things are being handled, but you don't know the full extent of what is happening.
How is the flow of root monsters?
Consistent.
Alright.
Like he puts down 2,
Yeah,
and then like 2 more appear, kind of like right behind them.
gotcha. Do you think there's a way I could hop out of the barrel? Well, how big is this barrel? I imagine I'm standing in it.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfectly your height.
Yeah, how is it wide?
You are able to put both of your elbows to the side, but you can't extend both your arms.
Alright.
So you have elbow width.
So I can't hamster wheel this out of here.
You can kind of hamster wheel it a little.
Alright.
Just a little.
Yeah, I don't think it's
It might not work to that effectiveness, but you seem to not be found.
Yeah.
But you do hear the very familiar blasting of a pistol from Akira.
Assuming that everything's alright, I'm gonna try to make it back to the forest.
Okay, you hop out of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hop out of the barrel and you take a couple of steps. Roll me a perception check.
It's a 9.
9. You're just tiptoeing. You're like, okay, we're good. And then suddenly you are taken off your feet by something impacting your side. As a kind of your forearm length of a thorn is thrown and stabs you in the side. You take 3 points of damage, piercing.
Ooh.
You land on your side, like it takes you off your feet and you land on kind of like in the dust of this dirt road, and you look up and you see kind of maybe about 40 some feet away this tall metal cladded person
Motherfucker.
with this their entire armor is kind of covered, but then you realize it's not metal, it is bark, really thick bark, and you just see it looks down and you see it's covered in moss and leaves. It just slowly draws this lawn sword made completely out of jagged bone. Maybe it looks like it was some large creature's rib. But it's looking towards you.
He's so cool.
So, question.
You smell the scent. You are heading back to town.
Tobias screams as
Did
Tobias
did anyone pick up the scimitar?
Yeah, I did.
Gotcha. Okay. You put in you kind of put it onto your belt. Nothing happens when you pick it up. You're good.
Sweet.
But you scream. Do you do anything else? Akira, you hear a very familiar high shrill.
Beeline. That is my call.
Yeah. Charon doesn't bat an eye. He continues doing what he does. He doesn't know what that means.
Before I completely leave him be, I as I'm heading out, I'm like, I gotta go to that. That's one of my friends.
You do what you
Stay
do.
safe.
And you see, he just immediately, you see, just up and teleports with a thunder clash. Gone. Just teleports somewhere, and you hear a little boom from where he left. Don't know what that was, but he did it. Everyone else, you are heading back to town. What are you doing?
So,
You clearly see the town now. you're following the road from the smell. Your rage has gone at this point because it's been more than a minute running back to town. But what you guys see, let me make sure that this is perfectly correct.
I've chosen the wrong direction.
Let me make sure I have you guys as my on this page. I think I don't have your character or your tokens.
Gonna be on some
We don't have Shelk. So I need you for copy. And paste. So let me just bring you to. Tell me when you guys can see it.
You can see it.
I can now see it.
This is what Tobias saw.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty badass.
I'm stealing his shit.
Akira, you come running down this road, and you see kind of Tobias a little bit. Oh, you can hear him screaming over there. You see your friends coming down the other road, but you see multiple of these vine blight creatures. I had to remind myself, Liam. I forgot you were in the call. Sorry.
Very quiet.
Wow.
Just, I wish you were here though, because this would be a really cool fight with Shelk.
Yes, for those wondering why Shelk is visible, he is in the call, but he's not playing right now, right? Still at work?
No, he's still at work. He works.
Yes,
for another hour.
he is here with us in spirit.
Yeah, he's wrapping up, so he might come back for a little bit towards the end. But everyone, I'd like everyone to roll initiative. As you are now fighting. As you're now fighting the singular Green Knight.
Nice. Let's
Because his entire fucking
fuck you, Zest.
Got 20.
Fuck you, Rosalind. Wait, no, Rosalind's lower than me. Never mind.
Add that another nat 20 to the to the long list of natural 20s tonight. That's a lot of nat 20s tonight.
Got a lot of ones.
That's my second one tonight.
This is where Fallen's dice rolls went.
Yeah, I think Fallen rolls decently when he really has to in Cyberpunk, but when it comes to D&D, nada.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fallen. I don't know what eldritch deity you pissed off, but
I will happily sign a pact if they want to give me back my luck. I will give them my soul. Because I can also get Eldritch Blast, I'll be happy.
Oh, Eldritch Blast in real life, I would be a menace.
Fallen's sitting at the table with the devil, and the devil's like, "So, you're telling me you're willing to trade your soul to be good at D&D? I'm sorry, but this doesn't seem fair to you."
No, I don't want to be good. I just want to be like, my luck
Decent.
is particularly bad. I just want it to be average.
Hey, maybe I can put you into contact with the deity I signed up with. I don't know if he's still doing commissions, but I got him when he was really kind of lowballing prices. Anyway, so where is initiative? So we're starting with Akira. Are we starting with Tobias 4? Yeah. 4, 16, 20, 23, 19, and 8.
Dirty 20.
Gotcha. I know. I can't say his name per the contract. Or it ends. Like, what? Like, come on. You're not going to try and cheat me out of this. This is my contract.
His name is Billy.
His
name is Billy from Saskatchewan.
We're gonna. That is a. So that's Zeth. The 23. Rio next with a 20. Rosalind a 19, which is you're that's some good initiatives tonight.
Yeah.
First decent one for me.
I know. I'm like, good shit. That is And then that is a 16 for Ricky. And that is a... Ezra is at 8. Oh, and Liam will be home in 15 minutes. So maybe, just maybe, we'll have a surprise Shulk. And then
Because
finally,
you're the one that saves me.
Tobias is a 4. Okay, kicking us off with combat is Zess.
Yeah. So I move here.
Mm-hmm.
My brother spawning here.
Gotcha.
Like that's the bonus action.
Yep.
And from
spawn
his
there.
position, I'm gonna strike.
Gotcha.
And that's 19.
Oh, 19? That hits.
That hits, that's good. Oh, that's the lowest damage. 8.
8 damage?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and that's it.
Cool. Give me a minute. And I'm... Fuck off, BattleNet. Why are you even open? I closed you like an hour ago. Okay. Yep, so that ends your turn, which brings us
The temptress.
to Rio. I'm trying to go to my notepad document, and it just popped up, and I'm like, you're not even on the task bar. So Rio, yeah.
Rio is up.
This is the first map I've made in a long time.
Good map.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Can I run past the tree? Like that?
Nope.
Oh.
No. There are obstacles in place for a reason.
Thick ass tree.
I tried to apply. I thought when I made this map, I thought Liam was gonna be here, so I made a lot of stuff for cover and to hide behind. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be cool and dynamic, and then I guess Akira could hide behind it.
Gonna set it
Well, I
up for when he
guess-
pops out one of these bushes mid-fight.
yeah.
True. Okay, so you
Yeah,
go there.
also-
I think I probably smelled the blood up to this point. Haven't turned really.
Oh, then you
I haven't really
see
turned
the-
to look at him. So
no,
I'm going
you see
to.
the vine blight in front of you.
I'm going to poon this man.
Yeah, throw the harpoon.
Yo ho, motherfucker! That's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. Yeah.
All right. That is 5 piercing.
Gotcha. Yeah,
And-
you throw it and it sticks into the roots and vines of its chest, and it just stays there.
I should have raged beforehand, but I'm doing it again.
Yeah, okay, bonus action rage. You're doing what I do in Boulder's Gate,
Yes.
where I forget to rage first, and I'm like, damn.
Yes.
Okay, so that
I'm
ends your
angry. Yes.
turn. Rosalind, you're up. You have you don't know that guy's there because it's a tree. But you see the vine blights, and you see a wounded, screaming Tobias on the ground.
Jesus Christ. Like, does he look like he's dying, or does he look like he's just freaking out?
Are you dying, Tobias?
He's probably just freaking out. It's okay.
He's just freaking out.
Okay, so has it been 1 minute yet? Since I cast
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Move
say so.
up, bonus action, cast Dragon's Breath. Action, use it on tree man.
Fair enough.
Ice, cold.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna make dex save.
Yes, sir. 9.
Fail. What was that? What was that? 3d6 damage? Yes. Okay, good. 17 damage.
Nice.
He
6,
is
5.
barely up, but still up.
That's my turn.
Gotcha. It now brings us to the Green Knight. You see it. It looks down towards your brother.
Hello, Sir Gawain.
And you see, as a bonus action, the only person who really would know this would be Ezra, who speaks Druidic. You hear called across the rooftops, a voice rings out, saying, "Nature will overwhelm." As out of the as a bonus action, you see popping out of the ground another vine blight, just slowly breaks through the ground.
Bonus
This is
action.
just
More
another
trees.
As he summons that one as a bonus action. And now, as for his actions, he is going to make one sword attack against your duplicate. Does it have an AC?
Yeah, it does. It's 16 at the moment. 14 plus my proficiency bonus.
That is 23.
Yeah.
It has one. It has 1 HP, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's
Poof.
over.
And you see, it looks down and then looks towards Rio, who's directly in line of sight. You see, out of its arm, you see this large chunk of wood just start growing from the bark armor as he hurls another thorn strike as he sends one flying towards you, Rio.
Alright.
That is a
IAC is shit.
19.
Yes.
Okay.
My AC is 13.
You take
I have a level 1 AC.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, but your raging reduced to halved.
So 4 or 5.
Round down.
So 4.
Yeah. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. 19.
19?
Okay.
Yeah. You see as the wooden thorn sticks into your side, it starts trying to grow around you, but you manage to rip it out and throw it to the ground before it can restrain you.
I've heard of druid bullshit before.
It's cool.
But you see, it looks around and then looks at you, Rio, and Zeth, and takes 2 steps back and just waits and just plants its sword into the ground and just waits. That'll end its turn, bringing us to Akira.
That's my spell. My individual spell. Raging.
What are you doing, Akira?
Akira's going to bonus action, open the wings,
I fly!
and fly.
He
And he's
flies like a bird.
It's going to be about rooftop height right there.
Yeah, and that's when you see that guy right there. This vine blight. Boop.
Ooh,
Did you not see him?
I did.
Okay.
Akira's going to shoot this one, though.
Gotcha. You... Yep, fire away.
My god. The Thunder, why? 14.
14 hits. Roll damage.
So this is with that, and this.
Welcome home, Liam.
Welcome.
Yippee!
No.
No.
Gonna jump from the bush.
So that's 2d8 plus 4. So it's 2d8
Mhm.
plus a d4.
Yes.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
I mean, it was barely alive, so maybe it's gonna die now.
Yeah.
So you
so,
total of 4?
so I mean,
Yeah.
then I got the plus, so it's got 9 piercing damage,
Okay.
uh,
9 piercing damage.
1
Uh-huh.
fire damage,
Uh-huh.
and 2 radiant.
Okay. It had 4 HP.
Okay.
It goes down, but then, as a reaction, Ezra, you hear again shouting an order over the rooftops. Nature will not lose today. As it will, as a reaction, rejuvenate that Vine Blight as it hits 0 HP, bringing it back up to 1
I hate
as a
that.
reaction.
Mhm.
That ends your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Balance.
That brings us to the Vine Blights.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah. This one will rush over here to Rio. This one will rush over to you, Rosalind. This one already knew Tobias was there, so this one's going to go that. And go for Tobias. This one. Oh, there goes Liam. Liam's getting on his computer.
Yay!
This one's going to go here. And this one doesn't have a ranged attack, so it's just gonna say "fuck you" to Akira. Since you're up in the sky, it's like not gonna do that. Okay, so Tobias, you are prone,
Yup.
so this is gonna be an advantage to on you.
Yup.
Okay, first one's not great. Second one's worse. Fucking 8.
Nope.
You're screaming and you see it come around the corner. You scream again and instinctively just roll, and it just brings its fist down onto the ground, missing you. This one is going to attack you, Rio. That is a 17. Liam, if you can roll, when you get into roll 20, roll initiative for me. Thank you. So Rio, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 3. Devox, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage, bludgeoning. That's already halved.
Okay.
And I need.
It's
it
nice.
hit.
It's so nice. Not starting the combat
you are
with a crit.
grappled. You are grappled.
I am grappled?
Just automatically on a hit, these things constrict. You are now grappled. So you are restrained. And then this one is going to try and attack Rosalind.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 18.
My AC is a 15, but I'm gonna cast shield.
Gotcha. He does not hit you.
It does not hit me.
Okay, that ends its turn. Or their turns. Edra. Yep, my man.
It's me.
It's you.
it's you.
It's me. Ezra.
Ezra.
It's me, Ezra.
Do you plan on summoning your fox? Or your fox. Right? It's not a dog, right? It's a fox.
It is a fox.
Yeah, it's Firefox is a joke. I forgot.
Yes, you. Yeah. It's
Okay,
literally-
so are you planning on summoning it? Because I need to get its token if that's the case.
I could, but I don't
You don't
think
need
I
to.
am.
You don't need to. I have it on reserve. It's fine.
It would do some nice damage. Wait, which one was like on 1 health? Because
This one right here in front of Rio.
Yeah. Summoning it there would immediately burn. However, that's only 1d6 damage. So I won't. We're gonna go up. Na-na-na-na-na. Scorching Ray. This man right here is fresh, correct?
Yes. Okay, so Shuck will go first.
Wow, we both not 20 on.
It'll be 2 for
That's
this
another not
gen-
20 this session.
and 1 for him.
I have an advantage. damage on.
So wait. Sorry, I was looking at another page. 2 on him and 1 on him.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, roll that. Sorry, I'm trying to find Shelk's token. Give me a minute.
Bring him out.
Copy Shelk. Shelk, you are just like Akira. You are coming from over here. Here. So for the first 2 to hit on this guy down here, what'd you roll?
First one is a 19.
That hits. Second one.
That is a 15.
Both hit. Roll damage for him first.
Oh.
Because you're sending 2 at him and then 1 at another guy, so just to keep my mind clear.
Okay. Cheese dice.
Cheese dice. Cheese dice.
Nice.
8.
Jeez.
What was that?
8 for the first one.
8, and then
Cheese dice. 7 for the second.
7. Okay, he is still standing.
Cheese
And
knife.
now
No!
your attack. Your attack
What you
on the
gonna
one
throw out?
next to Rosalind.
You've angered the streamer.
Get him copyright stricken.
19.
19 will hit. Roll damage on him.
Cheese dice. 12.
Yep. Okay, he is still up.
Shit.
Cool.
I love the cheese dice.
Just realized Shulk was on the other side of the
Does
map.
that end your turn? Yeah. Because Shelk's finally now like, wait, I was hanging out with Fretch. We were talking.
I didn't. I just scrolled over and I saw. Wait, Shulk's over there. What?
Yeah. Ratman's over here. So, does that end your turn, Ezra?
It does.
Finally, Bias.
Bias reaches into his pouch. He pulls out a torch. And he's just gonna wave it in front of him, trying to scare the dude away.
Is the torch lit?
No.
Yeah, I'll light it.
Okay.
That'll be my action.
Yeah. You. It doesn't scare it away.
No.
You get up.
Well,
Yeah. Do you stand up?
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, stand up.
Hold the torch against it.
Please stand.
Just passively.
Well,
It's
I mean,
passive aggressive.
yeah, it's very close to it, but he hasn't poked it with it because that would be an action. It doesn't seem to be too afraid of it.
Going away, away.
As you still have the thorn in your side, which is funny. But so that ends your turn. At the end of your turn,
Why?
using a villain action, you hear Ezra. We all hear a shout out, but you hear it. You hear the druid call out again. Leave none alive, as it does its villain action of Nature's Revenge. It commands all that can hear it fall in. Each ally can make the move or attack action on this.
Sorry,
So-
did you say villain action?
Yes, from villains and bosses that I got.
You piece
they
of shit.
they act differently from legendary actions, which means instead of on an end of a creature's turn, it's at an end of a round. So this one is going to do its move action to move in. This one's going to use its action to move in. This one's going to attack. This one's going to attack, and this one's going to attack.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, see
I
shit.
don't have my reaction.
Away, away.
Technically, you are still under the effects of shield
Oh,
until the new round starts, or until the
Okay.
start of your turn. So, what is your AC now? Just so I can have
20.
20. Okay, so I really have.
Must
to,
it must be
what's the
nice.
bonus?
Mm-hmm. It is.
That is a 19. That misses. This one is going to try and smack Rio. And probably succeeded because I got a 14 on the die, so that's 18.
Yeah, my AC is 13.
Okay. And oh wait, you're restrained, which means That would be at advantage. Let's see if I get a
Yeah.
natural 20.
No.
Nope. I didn't. Okay, so damage.
My robe doesn't give me a +1 for being a magical robe, does it?
No.
Uh,
You take 10 points of bludgeoning, reduced to 5. My bad. I forgot to reduce it. So you take 5. 5 points of bludgeoning. And since you stood up, Tobias, he's just gonna try and hit you. He doesn't have advantage. That is 23.
Yep. 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 Yep.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8.
8.
Cool.
And you are considered restrained as you're grappled. The vines contort around your body. That is the end of his legendary action, or his villain action. I gotta get. Which brings us all the way back up to the start of initiative. Shulk. Liam, you here? You might be muted. You are definitely muted.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah. You heard, you were kind of helping out on a different part of town, and then you heard Tobias scream, so you automatically knew gotta go get it. Gotta go help. And now you just see your friends beating the shit out of vines.
How tall is this building?
Around like
About as tall as a building.
Is
10
it
feet.
less,
10 feet.
say, is it less than 30?
Yeah, definitely.
Get the high ground, Anakin.
Yeah, then I'm going to scale the building.
It would be 10 feet to climb,
Yeah,
and then you would have 20 feet of movement.
which is more than enough to get right there.
Yeah, perfect.
You want me to roll to climb that?
Nah. I think you have a thing for being a rat folk that you're
Yeah,
just really
I've
good
got
at
a
climbing.
I've got a climb speed equal to my walking speed.
Yeah, then there's no check needed.
And I will take. My mouse is freaking out. Can I see that guy? No, I can't.
No.
Shulk's freaking out.
I can see. I assume I can see this guy.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Bonus action
guy.
Hunter's Mark. Gotcha. Let me quickly get to that.
Is that a tree or a bush?
What? Where? Here?
Yeah.
That's a bush.
Okay, gotcha.
These small ones are bushes. The ones that are slightly large are trees. There wasn't anything to differentiate in Dungeon Draft. They're all just trees. The bushes also look like trees. Just
It looks like a Kirby enemy.
1 second. There.
You're adorable, honey.
Thank you.
13, 14 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
It's dead. That's 11, 15 damage.
15 you said?
Actually, 18.
18? Oh, yeah. Pop.
It's dead.
And he does not have his reaction yet.
Makes me think.
Oh,
So,
That's my turn.
that's your turn. Zeth, you're up.
okay. So I think I just have enough. I know I have more. Okay, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna go here.
Mhm.
Bonus action. I see some my brother here. If there's only two of us, but they're against the wall, do they consider? Are they flanked or not?
No. I would say another person would have to come in to... And also, it's your duplicate. If you can give yourself I would need to read it, but for now, I'm going to say a third person would have to come in.
Okay. Even if there's a wall. Okay.
I mean, he doesn't feel cornered. He feels perfectly fine.
Sure. I'll take a swing.
Yeah, go for it.
Take your
That's
swing.
17.
Misses.
Oh, fuck.
It
Okay,
gleams off the bark armor.
And I'm gonna do the Econite thing of being able to attack. If you take attack action, attack from your Echo's position once again. And I'm gonna lucky that
Nice.
into that's 23.
That one.
That better hits. That
Okay. No, I put you up against
You
against a thing that has 24 armor.
that
I mean,
is,
if it has high armor, its most feared words are "make a saving throw."
and that's 12 damage.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna mark that. And I'm gonna push my turtle.
Okay, does that end your turn?
Yep.
Gotcha. Rio, you are currently restrained.
Slice, slice, slice.
Okay, you would have disadvantage since you are restrained.
Disadvantage. That
Mhm.
is 12 to hit.
12 just hits.
Okay. And I am raging.
Mm-hmm.
So, almost max.
Because finally you technically you didn't enter this fight raging, but you raged early on instead of taking an entire first round to the face.
Yes, an entire crit round to the face.
Yeah, I haven't crit so far. I'm sad.
I'm not.
That's
up.
nine slashing.
Was it?
9 slashing.
It had 1 HP. It's dead.
All right.
You are no longer restrained.
Do I do the stupid?
You can do the stupid if you want.
I'll take a bunch of opportunity.
You will take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to leave Rosalind in the middle of 3.
Actually, you
Yeah.
would take 3 attacks of opportunity because their reach is 10 feet. So you'd be
Fascinating.
taking. Yeah, I just read that on the sheet.
Yeah, offhand, I was going to try to attack another one, but I rolled a 4 on the die. 8 total.
Yeah, misses.
So,
Fuck am I whiffing attacks?
if the reach was 10, when I was moving, I should have been hit by 2.
Oh shit! Yeah, true.
Well,
let me see.
No, their turn is over.
Well, no, let me just see.
I wanna be fair.
If you choose not to use their reaction.
Technically, if Zest moved and got an attack of opportunity from, well, this dead guy, it would use up this guy's reaction, which means you would take only 2 instead of 3. If you did move.
Oh yeah, no, I attempted.
That one was dead. This one,
I cutlass and then I missed the hook.
Yeah, this one did miss you, so this one doesn't have a reaction, Zest, but it missed you anyway.
What is? Was it this one or this one that I threw the harpoon at?
The one you just killed.
Yeah.
Okay, so my harpoon is right next to me, sticking out of it.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So does that end your turn?
Oh yeah, no, that ends my turn.
Rosalind, you are currently surrounded.
Action to blast.
Oh, gotcha. Cold dexterity saving throws. That is a 18 for the one in front of you.
That's pass. I'm pretty sure.
That is a with the minus to their dex. That is a 15.
That meets.
Meets.
But they still take half damage.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
6, so 3.
So they take. Okay, so.
And quicken spell, shock and grasp behind me.
Gotcha. Roll for that attack.
Where did I just put that? That is a 9.
Misses. Yeah, it just kind of leans out of your grasp.
Oh.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Bringing us to the Green Knight. As a bonus action, he is going to summon another Vine Blight bonus action. And now that He has two people in front of him. Let's see. Okay, I can do. Yeah, sec. I need to figure out what I need to remember what level that is. Okay, so let's see, ruler. Yep. Veth, I'm gonna need you
No.
to make
Yeah.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. So. And that's 21.
Yeah, you are. You are. You see him slam his sword into the ground, and as a thunder wave emits from him, you do not get pushed back. However, you do take half damage.
Okay.
So he upcasted to that second. So it would be 3d8. That's 3d8 halved. But halved. That would be you take 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Wait. Wait. I have resistance to lightning. No.
Yeah.
This is crazy. They're not the same.
No.
So,
Like sound waves.
Okay.
and yeah, so that was his action to cast spell.
It's like a sonic boom.
And so he's going to take one melee swipe at you with his longsword.
At me or
Yep. At you, because he saw you summon that thing, so that's not worrying him. It's
Okay.
you.
Okay.
So that is 19 plus 6.
Well, surely had. There's not 20, so
Nah.
I'll take it.
You take 12 points of slashing damage
Okay.
as he hits you with his longsword. That ends his turn, which brings us to Akira.
If I'm standing over here, can I get a shot from here to there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then
Because you would be on the roof.
Yeah, I will continue my flight and land. Shit. There we go. Land there, and I will take a shot.
Gotcha. Roll to hit.
27.
27 will hit. There you go, Fallen. Those are the rolls I want to see from you.
Nice.
Ah! Go crazy. Ah! Go stupid.
Go stupid.
12 piercing, 2
Great.
fire, 2 radiant.
Put that all together. He's not resistant to anything.
God, sorry.
I literally can't remember what you just said because I was reading something.
14, 16 damage.
16? Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. He is still up.
It'll be my turn.
Cool. That ends your turn. Bringing us to the Vine Blights now. This one, oh no, that's a cone. He's gonna make his way over here. Rosalind, you're gonna take 3 attacks. And Rio, you're gonna take 1.
Sure.
So first one against Rio. That is 21.
On me?
Yes.
Oh, just misses.
You take this is already halved due to your raging, so that you take 5 points of bludgeoning, and you are now considered grappled again.
Son of a bitch.
So you're restrained. So the first attack against Rosalind.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 9.
Miss.
One behind you. That is a natural 1.
Nice.
Down here.
Just rub salt into Devox's wounds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That last one will definitely hit. That's an 18 plus its modifier. Shield. Wait. So 18 plus 4 would be
22.
22.
Oh.
Would that still beat shield?
I thought you just heard. No, I thought you just heard 18.
Yeah. Sorry. I said. Yep. So. Yeah, 22.
That's
So
right,
this one will hit you. Yeah, it's not worth it.
No, it won't do anything.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are restrained.
Uh-huh.
So your movement becomes 0 until you break out. And any attacks that you have will be at disadvantage. Any attacks on you will be at advantage. So that.
And then I got a roll Constitution.
Yes. So you would have to beat a 10.
I don't.
You don't. So you lose Dragon's Breath. So that ends their turn, which brings us to Ezra. Ezra, you're up. Go, Ezra, go, go, go. Ezra. Toast? Oh, there he is. Nope, that's Liam.
That's me.
Oh, there he is.
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Hey, you're fine.
Oh yeah.
It's your turn, buddy.
I wanted to ask what people thought of the thing I shared there.
I
I
haven't
know
looked
what
at
you
it.
shared.
Just a close up of those eyes.
Right, I
Where?
don't know.
Yeah.
Where did you show something?
In the it's from a thing that Dylan posted a while ago.
You know, Dylan posted a thing, so I zoomed in on the pair of eyes on the right there.
What are you doing, Ezra? What you doing, bud?
Okay, like I'd feel at how are you guys? How are you guys in the middle
Fine.
fighting the little fleshy things? You guys good? You guys alive?
Yeah, I'll live. Be nice if I still had my potions. I always had to give them away.
Reach your hand into my pocket. I have many.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
It's like, wait, what?
Was he gonna summon fucking fireball? Excuse me?
Just stick your hand in my pants and take the liquids.
Ezra, what are you doing?
I don't trust you now.
No, it's fine.
No.
That's fine.
No, don't talk to me. I don't trust you.
Job to talk to you. Well, you need to get your turn done because we need to go through combat. Come on, let's go. What are you doing?
Alright. We're stepping here on the corner on the edge, and I'm using my final level. Is it level 2 spell slot to cast Scorching Ray again? Fuck this dude.
Against Druid Dude? All 3?
Yes,
Gotcha.
all 3.
Wait, yeah. That might. I thought you upcasted it, but no, it's second level.
No.
You are. Fuck, that's a circle. Yeah, you don't take an attack of opportunity. You're good. You're within range. However, if you do move from that area, you will be taking 2.
Well, that's fine. I'm standing with
taking
them.
3.
I'm standing with them.
Gotcha. So what are those hit?
First is 25.
That'll hit.
Second is 21.
That'll hit.
Number 3, 19.
That'll also hit. So roll damage for all 3 added together.
Cheese dice.
Cheese dice. Man, if Phantom was here, he'd have a kick out of that. His favorite meme is cheese knife.
Cheese knife. Hey, just a quick question for my turn when it rolls around. If this guy is still alive, is that a shot I can make?
How tall are you again? Because this bush might be a little bit tall.
I'm 3 feet tall.
You'd have a little bit of trouble seeing him from there.
So he's considered in cover?
He would be considered in God damn it. I need to look at my cover for D&D. Give me a minute.
1, 2, 3.
So he would be in 3/4 cover, which means he would have a +5 to his AC.
Fantastic, because I have sharpshooter. I ignore cover.
Fair enough. Okay, so what was that damage?
23.
23. Nice. He is still up. Does that end your turn, Ezra?
That doesn't matter. I want his armor.
Tobias. What you doing, little buddy? What are you doing?
Shakes the leaves off of him and he goes, slaps his face. He goes, "All right, be brave." And he's grabbing the torch with 2 hands and he's running and screaming. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And as he's running up past these people, if I can, I'd like to hold the torch out to my side, possibly trying to impose some sort of disadvantage, as there is a flame running by all of them.
They aren't vulnerable to fire.
Uh-huh.
However, I will say, each of them can make a, I would say maybe a dex save to see if they take like a d6 of fire damage. If you run past them with it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna make the, let's say what 12 DC sounds nice.
Sure. I was gonna say 10, but okay.
Well, they have a minus to dex, so that is a 5 for the first one. That is a 2. That is a 10 minus 1, so that's a 9. So roll me a d6, and they will
First guy gets 2 points of fire damage. The second guy gets 1 point of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Change out my die. And hey, third guy gets 3 points of fire damage.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. But yeah, you are still waving it. I will say it's a bit distracting. So they will have a negative to their rolls and saving throws.
I got 1 more square of movement. I'll move up here.
You will be taking an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Yeah, okay. He ain't gonna hit me anyway.
I don't know.
I mean,
15 plus 4, that's 19.
Yeah, it's. Guess I'm not going nowhere.
No, he doesn't have. No, he doesn't have Sentinel, so you continue moving.
He hits, and don't I get restrained?
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You take 5 points of damage. Bludgeoning.
Yep.
I feel like this is the most damage I've done to you in combat. No?
Nope.
Really? I've done more combat. Oh. Well, I mean, in combat, I think this is the most times I've actively hit you in combat. Really?
Yeah, around the first sessions, I only had like 3 hit points left.
Okay, fair enough. Does that end your turn, Tobias?
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, at the end of the round, he is going to activate his second round villain action.
Oh shit.
Filibuster.
Counterspell.
Yeah, filibuster.
He's going to. So his villain action is Root Restrain. He will choose a target, and roots will burst from the ground. Yeah, he is going to use this. So I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Which one?
Okay.
The real one. He knows which one she summoned.
Damn it.
He's not fucking stupid.
We don't know. Listen, Druid is a wisdom based, not intelligence based.
Well, anyone with
24.
He chose today of all days.
You are not restrained. You are not restrained. So that'll so bringing us all the way back up to the top of combat. That'll be
Shell.
Sorry, I dropped my d6 and was looking for it. All right,
your turn, buddy.
I'm gonna run right over there. Bam! I'm gonna bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto that guy.
Yes, sir.
Because that guy, he looks like an asshole.
Yeah,
True.
fair enough.
And I imagine I saw him as I jumped down.
Not really. Oh god, I hurt myself.
I mean, I guess not.
Yeah, no, these houses with the angle of it, but now you see him, and you also saw most of your friends rush over there. And if Zess is missing out on the big slew of enemies, she's going after the big guy. You kind of know this now.
So I'm gonna make my swing, my attack.
Fire away. Natural 20?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
You can never tell if it's a 20 or a 1. One of these.
Yeah, Liam laughs at everything.
Yeah. Oh no. I will. If it depends entirely on whether or not I am
in the mood to laugh at your natural 1.
Yeah.
Because there are moments where you don't want to laugh at your natural 1, where you're really hoping you weren't rolling a natural.
Oh.
6, 12, 13 times 2, 26 plus 3, 29 damage.
29 damage.
Nice.
With 1 of that being bludgeoning and 12 of that being force.
No, he's not resistant to anything. You fire it. It goes through the bush, whizzes past Zess's head, and all of you hear like a gong as it bounces. It makes a very visible dent from where you're standing, Shelk. He is dead.
Fuck.
I am so sorry. I didn't mean to kill that man.
He had 26 HP left.
Oh.
So you did 29. So he falls down, but but as you see as he dies, all of the things he summoned wither away.
Thank God.
Slow turn towards Shulk, just
Stomp.
Sorry, I came as soon as I could.
fuck it. Balance.
Balance.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a really quick look over everyone, see that everyone's still up, and then I'm gonna immediately take flight to go
Find Karen.
Karen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to kill that man.
Karen.
Anyone
I
need
guess
healing?
Not Karen, Karen. God damn it, I gotta remember.
Rio is stomping
Adam.
on the withering plants.
Yeah, he's just getting your anger out.
I'm just looting.
I hate Druid and Fae bullshit.
Careful,
You're
sir.
looting the druid?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So you find a couple things, actually. Let me just move this back to... I separated my windows. So you find on his belt is another weapon. This looks to be a warhammer. And his cloak that he's wearing looks very interesting. You try and rip off his armor. This is his skin.
Bark skin.
This is not his armor.
This
If
is
you
spell
rip it
work.
off, this is some type of druidic ritual
Yeah.
that turns
so
the spell
cool.
permanent.
Hundreds of fucking years and this dumbass went with bark skin. I love him.
Hey man, stone skin is kind of iron skin and stone skin is kind of rough. It's like when you're stuck in Skyrim constantly using oak flesh because it's like that's the closest one I have. But yeah,
Is
What's
his
about
helmet
that
also?
sword you have?
that sword is it's also a little bit special. It's like you see it is slightly. It looks like it was a some creature's rib bone. It is jagged and it has like this nice wooden hilt. You don't know if it's magical. You would have someone look at it if you want it. But those 3 items: the warhammer, the lawn sword that he was wielding, and the cloak look interesting to you.
Okay. Yoink.
Yoink yoink. As for you, Akira, you take flight. You fly over. You see a lot of people, like, coming out of their houses, like, holy shit, is everything good? You see, you find Karin. He is currently with the rest of what looks to be like a large cluster of the town, of the village. You see that he is currently helping the wounded, along with Fretch, the rat folk cleric. She is currently healing people.
Just one more thing.
Fantastic.
It's 5 a.m.
Yes. Good night, Elise.
Night,
Fair
enough.
I love you, honey.
I love you too, Bubby.
He is currently helping Fretch heal some of the wounded. You do look and see that 2 people out of the crowd, or because they're like little beds for people who are, or like they're laying people down who are wounded. 2 people don't seem to be moving. So at least there was 2 casualties that happened. Just looks like random farmers.
I'll land next to him. Good moves out there. Good to see you're still up. Who's the worst?
We got 2 people over there. I'm currently, you see he is like holding someone's leg, and they're kind of like just screaming in pain. He goes, just give me a minute, and he just pops it back into place, and the person just screams, and he goes, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Those 2 people over there, and he just points to 2 people.
Okay.
And you see his eyes have not gone back to their original color. They're still kind of a misty purple.
Okay, we can talk about that later.
But you see he's putting, he's like gently laying his hand and casting what looks to be a healing spell on some people.
Okay. I will choose the one that looks the worst, and I will give them my healing hands.
Yeah. You heal the back. You see, Fretch is currently in the in the moment of a 10-minute prayer of healing. She's just kind of going like, like saying all the little prayers. So she's like trying to get it done as fast as possible. But she's like, come on.
Please.
They're doing it. Yeah, she's just trying to go like, oh, please, skittering Lord, please bless these people from the, like, yeah, please. She's trying to cut corners, trying to make the prayer quicker, but
Hallowed be thy name.
But as for the rest of you,
Stop.
Your stop. I will say Zeth does bring the magic items over to you to identify Rosalind, if you want.
I mean, I don't have identify. Most I can just go.
Oh, you you can tell all. I will say, roll me an Arcana check, just to see if that lawn sword is
10.
10. Clearly, they're magical.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's magical. Also, all 3. So the cloak, the warhammer, and the sword. But yeah, what are you guys doing? Everything has calmed down a bit.
Guys, all the plants.
Is everyone okay?
Town.
Everyone is safe?
Safe.
I was talking to Fretch, and then there was a big bang. And then there were trees.
Universe.
Yeah.
Place.
As you guys begin to calm down, I will say none of these items require attunement. Let me just read them out here. So the Warhammer is a the Shockwave Warhammer. On impact, it deals an extra 2d4 thunder damage. But whenever you score a critical hit with this Warhammer, all creatures within 10 feet of the target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw, or be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
Would that include the user?
No.
Okay.
Of the target.
Would it include allies though?
Yes, it would include allies. However, there's a caveat. If the Warhammer is not wielded with 2 hands, the creature wielding the hammer must make a DC 13 strength check. On a fail, the hammer shoots 10 feet out of their hands.
Easy.
So, if you score a critical hit but you're one-handing it, it might just go...
You will become the Warhammer 40k.
The longsword is a +1 longsword. The cutlass, or the scimitar, is called the Lucky Cutlass. This cutlass has an act for finding the weak points in armor. Once per turn, when you make a successful attack with this cutlass, you can re-roll 1s and 2s on the damage die, taking the new number.
Ooh.
Akira.
And then the cloak is the Cloak of Chilling Mist. Wearing this cloak grants you the ability to cast the Frostbite cantrip.
Oh.
That's it. He had the ability to cast the Frostbite cantrip, but he didn't. None of these require attunement, so someone could just adorn the cape, wield the sword, wield the warhammer, and be perfectly fine. That is up for all y'all to decide. I'll just type it in chat. So,
What color is the robe?
the cloak.
Yeah.
It is like a nice sage green.
I think that Tobias should take the cloak.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it a blue cloak?
It should be if it's frostbite, in my opinion.
Oh, but green is his aesthetic. Womp womp.
I don't like the idea of Tobias, big guy, but he can also
Yeah.
shoot out a cone of cold.
Yeah, he needs ways to actually defend himself.
Yeah, and it just gives you the ability to cast it.
Shield and a knife. I did pretty good. I think I
Did
did
amazingly.
I hated the barrel for a majority of the time. All right.
Listen, you're alive. We're all alive. You did great.
I think I did a good job. I don't think I did anything. I think I'd better serve everything.
Zess is going. Where's Zess going?
That was explaining.
Elise went to bed because it was 5 a.m.
Oh, lovely.
her time. So we're gonna be wrapping up here real quick. But so yeah, is there anything you guys want to do? You guys are congratulated, and people are thanking you.
Thank you. I will now take the town keys.
You see, High Priestess Mirabelle does come up to you guys, and
The town keys. Oh shit!
No, not with the town keys. Not with the town keys. She goes.
Tobias is in.
She goes. We are highly. We are thankful for all of the things that you did today. Please take this. You did above and beyond. So we all kind of pitched in a little bit. And she hands you you Rio kind of this like nice tiny chest. And you grab it. It kind of shakes a little bit, and you hear the clinking of coin. It is heavy. It is heavy.
The town keys and the backup.
If you open it and you count it, in that thing is 2,000 gold.
Woohoo!
To be split up against all of you. Also, Akira, you look at the when you're healing people. A part of the people who are being treated for minor wounds. You see Halfier trying to bat people away from trying to heal like a tiny head wound he has. He goes, like, don't touch me. As you see him trying to like make his own healing potion. But it looks like he joined the fray back at the town and helped out where he could. But yeah. You guys take a breather. I can't speak tonight. In Weezer.
I look just like Buddy Holly.
You take a breather within the Sea Breeze Sanctuary. and you guys are in the process of taking a long rest, and that's where we're gonna pick up next time we play.
Please.
I'm sorry, I just kind of rolled in and crit the boss.
Listen, you are our favorite little assassin.
Oh, hey, he had a round 3 villain action that was really good, and so you are lucky that you critted on him and killed
He
him.
was
What is he
fucking
gonna do?
annoying.
I gotta do.
So this guy was designed to potentially survive 3 rounds of combat. So I gave him 3 villain actions to do at the end of 3 rounds. A 4th round, most likely he wasn't gonna live till like that time because of his HP point. His round was called Die Trying. He instructs all allies to die trying, allowing them to take the attack action on the nearest creature. So all of them would have gotten another free attack.
Yeah, I think I would have gone down for sure.
Yeah, it was a potential round winner, but it was a last resort. And guess what? He didn't survive 3 rounds, which is good for you.
Good balance.
Thank you.
The fucking
Thank you.
bell.
He had 85 hit points.
There's also the option to have just been out of range, but then that would have been civilian casualties.
But yeah, that's gonna be. You guys can divvy up the magic items however you wish. If you guys want to learn more, I will send you what they are.
Just tell me the money. I don't need none of this.
2,000 gold, and there is
If we
8
split,
of you.
If we split it 8 ways, it is 2,000 or 250 each.
Okay. Bias.
Yeah, I'm way off. What the fuck I was talking about there?
Yeah.
250.
Was that fun?
I tried to calculate it in my head. I was way fucking off.
I have pulled up a calculator. I'm not doing that fucking mental math.
Who wants the what?
I'm going to bed. Oh boy.
Okay.
That's my thing, is that Shulk is set for a good long while.
I think the cloak should, personally, I would like to see Tobias cast a cantrip.
Give it to Shulk.
I'm never gonna use it.
His sling is just too good. Just give up.
I have an infinite ammo sling.
We go to a party and you can't bring your sling in.
Do you know how easy it is to hide a sling?
You just wrap it around your waist.
I've never tried to smuggle
You
a
could
sling into
probably disguise a sling as a belt.
Or a sash.
Wear it as a thong.
Or a butt
That
plug.
too. That too.
Yeah. Or a butt plug.
No, that's where the ammo goes.
It's a party butt plug. It's where we play beer pong.
I'm gonna end the stream here.
Gotcha.
Thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Does the goblin have anything to say? I'll permit you to talk.
The goblin plays beer pong. Help me! I'm trapped out here for years. Help me! Help!
Okay, that's enough.
Help!
I'm closing the door now.
Help!
Closing the trap door.
Help me!
Get down
Help
here.
me!
No rations for you for a week.
Oh, not for a week.
There's another one. Oh no.
That one's not mine. That's the one in Fallen's basement.
You don't talk about my goblins.
Please tell me you ended the stream on that.
Oh no, I'm ending it now.
Oh man, it would have been so nice to hear. Don't talk about my goblins as it ends.